that was our first real big like single that we did together, and we thought, all right, man, here it is.
Yeah, she liked it. I mean, halfway through the verse, I could tell she was feeling it. She was like, all right, she was like, okay. She was like, you guys, I'm going to give you these tickets. You sell these tickets, and then we'll put you on the headline. That's all you know, if you could sell this many. Actually, I wrote about it in a song. We have a song that I pretty much, that whole story, it's in the song. But it's pretty dope how it happened, man. It was, even as we walked out of there, we were like, man, that was like a movie scene, like, because how it happened, it was so crazy.
Oh, yeah, when they tell our movie story, you know,
that's going to be in there for sure.
It, you know, definitely. It
was crazy. We walked out of there feeling crazy, man.
What actors are going to play you guys in that movie?
That's what I said. I'm like my little brother.
Oh,
my little brother's going to play me.
I don't know, dude. I want somebody, you know, that's got a good name. And
he's got a son that can play him.
You see my physique. You see my physique. So I want to make sure that's in shape, you know.
He knows how. He already knows.
My son can act.
That's why you didn't even bring him up.
Adam Christopher Miles.
Shout him out. Yeah, man. Shout him out.
Shout
out my little brother, Donovan.
So Homegrown, that's the name of your group?
Yeah.
Homegrown AZ or Homegrown?
Just Homegrown.
Just Homegrown.
Yeah. A lot of people put the Arizona afterwards, but we don't
Homegrown,
mind.
HMG, Homemade Geniuses. We also go by Homemade Geniuses, HMG.
What's the sound of Homegrown, and what inspired the sound of Homegrown?
Really, man? The sound is... Really? I guess it's like a little bit of a West Coast vibe.
I would say Bay Area. What we grew up listening to would be a lot of Mac Dre.
Oh, nice.
You know, Baby Bass, Burner, a lot of those guys back in the day. So it's more of a Bay kind of.
Yeah, we definitely bumped,
you know what I mean?
bumped a lot of their music, man. Shout out to all them, man, because definitely inspired us. A lot of them, for sure.
Yeah, Mac Dre,
Jacka, all them, Mac Dre, Messi, even though Messi's getting some stuff.
We lost a lot of them, man. Cash,
E40.
Johnny Cash, E40, yep.
In Too Deep, man. A lot of them guys.
Yeah, remember Ant Banks?
Yeah.
Ant Banks used to kill stuff, man. MC Breed.
Mouth, go ahead.
Mossberg.
So those is really what we started listening to. And then after that, like I said, man, our own sound. I feel like we can do kind of anything, though. You know, we messed around with a lot of stuff. Like you can see with the tracks we're going to put out today, you know, one of them is definitely a different style.
Well, we could play one right now. You got one lined up, or
yeah, I got one.
Yeah, go ahead and get to. But like he said, though, definitely we have a different vibe. You know, like our album is not just like, you won't hear just one sound. You know what I mean? You're definitely gonna hear a couple of songs that you might not have expected to come from us. You know, when you look at us,
the different influences in your
life.
For
sure, it's because there's a lot of people that influenced us. So like I said, when he comes with the beat, you know, I might go anywhere with it. You never know. Yeah. Like a lot of times he just brings the beat in and I'll go from there. You know what I mean? I'll finish the whole song. I'll write the hook, a couple of verses, and that's another one done. You know what I mean?
You don't feel the same way every day, you know?
No, that makes a difference too.
And that's what our music is really about. You know what I mean? Is an escape from life,
for sure.
Writing your story, all that good stuff that I think is a lot, like you said, forgotten in music today. It's a lot about, I mean, you look at all that stuff that's going on crazy. It's all about just trying to like sell a record, is say anything you can, as stupid as you can, as dumb as you can,
sure. Just create
as
the drama.
crazy, and then you know what I mean. You get sold.
A gimmick.
So our thing is not only to try to keep up with today's music, but also like bring back that real music.
But stay true to us, though, too. You know, we're gonna keep doing us. We're not gonna jump on that train of saying crazy stuff, doing crazy stuff just to try to get ahead. You know what I mean? Right.
So a lot of people break up like quick, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
a lot of people don't last 10 years.
Oh no, bro.
No. What's the key for you guys? Still repping together.
We friends. We best friends after before this music stuff.
For sure.
Like a lot of people talk about, you know, where they come from in the streets, made them and all this stuff. We made us. You know what I mean? So it's us as a friend. We was together and we believe in ourselves more than anybody. You know what I mean? First. And I think that's what will definitely keep it, because we already lost as a group. We've gotten broken up and we've lost people.
We did that. We went through that.
So I think
how do you handle a disagreement?
To be honest with you, it's not even really because like I said, I think I understand my place in our group. Like I understand what I can bring as far as like talking to people, getting this set up, you know what I mean, bringing the beats, doing all kinds of stuff. Not only do I think I can write, but I don't think that's where I suit myself strongest in our group, you know what I mean? And I think he feels the same way of where he feels he's at. So like I said, my job, I feel like, is not only to talk and do all that other good stuff, but to bring this track, and then he just takes it home from there. So
that's dope, bro.
I agree. I mean, definitely first and foremost is probably that we're best friends. You know what I'm saying? So
you have a clear understanding.
Yeah, even if there was no, you know, even if music went away, we're still gonna be homies. We're still gonna hang out all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. But when it comes to that, it's like he said. I mean, he said he knows his place. I know mine too, though, because I tried that. I tried to download that app on my phone and make the beats, bro, and
It's hard.
it wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? It was hard. That's what I told him. I said, that's talent, man. That's not luck. You're not just getting lucky, man. And eventually he got better and better. And it was like, man, okay, we're using these, bro. Like, we're going to.
It's impossible for me to make a beat. No matter what machine you put in front of me, bro.
Keyboard.
It sounds
beat
like,
machine. I tried it all, bro.
I think my daughter holds a better beat than I do, bro. You know what I mean?
Mine too, bro. You don't even know. Mine
the younger
crazy.
ones are talented, man.
They are, for sure.
Shout out to all the kids.
Yeah, she actually got on the drums, dude, with the band that we interviewed before, 48. 2 days ago, they were practicing next to our studio. And she got in there, and they let her get on the drums.
Nice.
Man, and then they started playing.
How old is your daughter?
2.
Damn.
And they started playing the background thing to her little beat, and they're all stunned, like, damn, she could hold a beat because she did the same drum pattern the whole time, dude.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Nice.
And then these fools came with the bass and then a little keyboard and then the guitar.
Took it over. That's a whole track.
She was feeling it.
That's like the first thing she ran to. The drums, like they just caught her attention like right away.
Natural.
Looking.
Oh yeah.
I had to record the moment, shed a little tear when I got home.
Oh, for sure. Hold that forever. Hold that forever.
Man. Right? That's an awesome thing. Yeah, dude. So this the track we got is
All right, let's play the first track. What's the name of it?
And you guys want to do Lifeline or So Vivid, man?
Either way, man.
Let's start with Lifeline. Tell us a little bit about Lifeline.
Yeah, what was Lifeline?
Man, actually, beat-wise, like I said, when I start with the tracks, man, I literally just wherever I feel like I'm going in life or whatever, and I come up with my own little names to him, I just send them to him, and he either sometimes will run with the names or come up with his own thing. Okay. And it's one of those tracks where as soon as I put it on, he said, send that to me right now. Right now, send that to me. A couple days later, man, he had this thing, and it's like... you'll hear it. So
let's do this. Lifeline live on KDIF 102.9. KDIF South Phoenix, stand up. Road Clip Radio, baby. Lifeline by Homegrown, produced by the homie Toe.
How can anybody know when it's the right time? Drama to the left, staying in the right mind. Dress for life, I let go in the nighttime. Who's picking up when I'm calling for a lifeline? How can anybody know when it's the right time? Drama to the left, staying in the right mind. Dress for life, I let go in the nighttime. Who's picking up when I'm calling for a lifeline? As the rain dries, things get more clear. About to dominate this lane for the whole year. Arthur Phillip on the stage, I bring more cheers. The naysayer, they keep hating, I hear more fear. I'ma get it cause I know that this is my time. First to action, I ain't waiting on the sideline. 2020 double vision from my mind's eye. You can now see it clear, I'm the one, so why lie? Is it true lies or false reality? I soar through new skies in a separate galaxy. Never play to lose, I do it for the family. Bless you if you do try, conquer your insanity. Release at nighttime to relieve the many stresses. Substitutes giving lectures, but they won't test us. Can't become a rapper from a shiny gold necklace. A bunch of songs saying nothing, man, that don't impress us. How can anybody know when it's the right time? Drama to the left, staying in the right mind. Dress for life, I let go in the nighttime. Who's picking up when I'm calling for a lifeline? How can anybody know when it's the right time? Drama to the left, staying in the right mind. Dress for life, I let go in the nighttime. Who's picking up when I'm calling for a lifeline? Are you picking up? If I bang your line, I need to know now, before we're out of time. Thought you had heard it all, but this a new kind. Homegrown, still the show, call it true crime. Tensions building up, well I got just a potion. If they ain't want me in the spot, why they leave it open? They make a little drip, I make the thing ocean. Don't be down, you tried your best, it's not the same motion. If the time feels right, I'ma strike quick. Dagger to the heart, bars colder than an ice pick. Get a grip if you're thinking that I might slip. Soon as your hands down, hit you with the high kick. Feel the bass boom, HMG shake rooms. This the next episode, better stay tuned. Take a glance through your eyes just to change views. Whether the time's right or not, gotta make moves. How can anybody know when it's the right time? Drama to the left, staying in the right mind. Dress for life, I let go in the nighttime. Who's picking up when I'm calling for a lifeline? How can anybody know when it's the right time? Drama to the left, staying in the right mind. Dress for life, I let go in the nighttime. Who's picking up when I'm calling for a lifeline? Been acting like they want it, they can come get it. Ain't gotta say you like it, but you gon' feel it. We're pushing through the top like there's no limit. Feels unreal, but it's so vivid. Hear them haters trying to block like Matumbo. I move to my own beat, you can check my drum roll. Rules to this game, and you know what we come for. THC level high toe, keep the gun low. Go for the gusto, burst hot like gun smoke. Anybody questioning my clip, then I unload. I've been working on my aim from the jump though. Lead showers, black powder rain when the pump blow. You can gamble with your pride if you're willing. Take your head off with the verse, I'm a killer. Profit even at my worst, I'm a winner. Born with the cold heart curse of November. No pretender, true contender, and I show it. Only so long for your shot, and I know it. So we gon' put it all up for the last time. And try to make this thing blow like a landmine. Been acting like they want it, they can come get it. Ain't gotta say you like it, but you gon' feel it. We're pushing through the top like there's no limit. Feels unreal, but it's so vivid. Yeah. Who's to tell you don't chase it if you want it? Chase dreams till I die, that's a promise. Don't fear these other rappers being honest, cause I'm from outer space like I wrote here on a comet. Born with special powers that you won't find in a comic. Reinvent the lexicon within my brain and then I vomit. Thinking that we're on the same level, you should stop it. Leave it to the real ones, man, I got it. Hurts your heart to say you like it, so just pop your head. So we'll line these fingers up and I'll just knock them dead. I get locked in on the target with this infrared and shoot wisdom to a generation misled. I ain't scared, I hold the torch for my peers, so ahead of my time, I'm talking light years. Arthur Phillip, word engineer. If you're looking for someone to bring us back, I'm right here. Been acting like they want it, they can come get it. Ain't gotta say you like it, but you gon' feel it. We're pushing through the top like there's no limit. Feels unreal, but it's so vivid.
Man. That goes hard, bro.
Well,
that goes hard.
Thank you.
That was some flames right there, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, so vivid. That's the second one. So
that
that's
rock
a
beat.
little rock one, man. Like I said, it's crazy where the beats take me, and like I said, this guy would just take it to a whole nother level with the lyrics, man. No joke.
Lyrical.
When I'm talking about
lyrical, I call lyrical.
The best lyricists I know. No joke. We're making a list right now. You can bring up whoever you want, whoever's your favorite rapper, whoever you got a poster up on your wall, and I'm putting him against him. I'm like, everybody thinks it's funny, but it's not, you know?
No, that's dope, yeah.
It's no joke, man. He's so dope at his, like, you got to listen to it a couple more times to really hear what he says in it, because he says so much
a lot of
things
songs,
in it.
Man. When it comes
that's
out, check it
song.
out, man. Check it out. And
Many,
I'm telling you, man. I don't hold back on not one song. I don't go light on not one song. Do I waste bars? I don't have throwaway bars.
Like, we don't do
mixtape
type tracks because we feel it's a waste of, like, what we're trying to do.
I did all that. We did all that before.
Not only are we trying to be real with music and make hits, like I said, we want stuff to go on the radio, so you got to kind of keep up with the times and what people are trying to do, but at the same time, be real like how we're trying to be real, man. And real lyrics, real tracks, real beats, man. Real love. Roach Radio Show, man.
Dude, Roach Radio.
That's hip-hop, man.
And that's dope. That's what a real lyricist is, bro. You could listen to a track 100 times and you'll catch something new.
You're right.
I love that. That's so true.
That is. You said it. You can't say it any better than that right there.
Pick your favorite lyricist.
And it is. And like I said, you can name them all, man. And like I said, this guy, man, what he does with these bars, man, and how he comes up with his storyline and everything with it. Like I said, sometimes it's
the
where
flow, everything, bro. The beat, everything. Everything's on point, dog.
Feel like chemistry's there.
Tight,
I mean, you could tell it's a good vibe going there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I said, you know, we're trying to drop the new album in 2019. You know, early 2019.
We'll help you guys as much as we can, bro.
So, yeah. Push. You guys will get the exclusive on everything.
And you guys got that. You guys got the Roach Clip Love for Life.
Yeah, the stamp. We got the Roach Clip stamp, baby. We'll take it.
Yeah, it's much deserved because I mean, you guys already seen a bunch of your guys' stuff. It's on its way.
We've been watching, man. It's cool. I like it.
I've been watching all this stuff. You guys forgot pato sauce.
And I'm pretty sure
nobody said pato sauce.
You guys know about pato sauce.
No, yeah, pato goes on
everything. I heard
chalua.
I heard tapatio.
Nobody said pato.
Nobody said pato, bro.
Nobody.
So we're
I
showing
think that's in a
pato
different.
love.
I think that's in a different category.
That's
more like in like the ragouts and stuff. That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, ragu. This ain't spaghetti.
More like the sauces though. It's more on the sauce side than the hot sauce.
No, it is. I used it growing up as a hot sauce. You know what I'm saying?
When I had shout out to my pops. He is the pato master.
My mama got me that. Shout out, mama. I don't mean to put you on blast, but that's what we got. You know, we didn't get like all that fancy stuff.
That was a plus if you had the pato.
Dude, pato and you ever had chips with it?
Oh, for sure.
Hey, no joke.
Homemade chips.
My brother Shane, man. Shout out to Shane. You know, he's He used to eat pato sauce and bread when we were younger, man. This guy was the craziest dude. Hey, he's a Marine, so you know he's got to be crazy. Shout out to our military.
Shout out to Anthony Maya.
Hey,
one of the dopest tattoos artists I know.
Follow him, Anthony Maya 08 on Instagram, man.
Shout out.
We got our little. We just played our tracks.
He did my whole arm.
And so whoever
dope, man.
can name these songs we just played gets that free $100 tattoo. So
dope.
yeah.
So you guys remember the name of these tracks? DM either Homegrown, either Letter Fanatic, either King J, either anybody on this radio show. DM
First song, we're gonna pick somebody. First one that names the tracks, man. Then all you gotta do is name the 2 tracks. You get $100 from him, Anthony Maya 08. Follow him. You don't believe me? Tag him. Tell him.
$100 worth of ink.
$100 worth of ink.
And then you get 2 VIP passes to the new show, like we said. That
Arizona
AZ MT Awards. That's what it is.
Something like that.
2019. I got flyers posted. Follow all my stuff, man.
It's on the Instagram.
Just the tattoo alone is worth it, bro.
Oh man, I'm telling you guys, he's I did a little video for him the other day, you know, and I nothing crazy, like not no like video guy,
no
nothing
big production.
I just was doodling on the phone like I do, and so I made a little tattoo video of him, man, and it's kind of crazy because we'll put our videos out for our music, right? And we get some love, whatnot, whatever. This guy, man, doubled and tripled our love, man. And,
easy.
And like it's not like people I don't know, it's family. So it was like, hey man, he's like, hey man, good look, dog. You know, you hooked me up and all this, and I'm like, hooked you up, man. Damn, it was my Thea didn't even fucking put my.
She don't even like my stuff.
Yeah. I can't get a like on the music, but I get a like on his stuff.
I see you liking on my friend's stuff.
Big shout out to Anthony.
He's gotten that hooked up.
He's got some real nice ink, man. He's hit up a lot of people, and the little video is cool, man. If you watch it, it's a little slideshow. Check it out if you're looking for someone to get some ink from.
Where could they reach him at again?
Anthony Maya 08 at Instagram, man.
Yes, sir.
Follow him. He got a bunch of stuff on there. Like I said, did a little video. You can see him on my stuff. You know, he's in my stuff as well. So go on there, check him out, man. It's a free tattoo, $100 or it's an hour worth. So like whoever wins it, you know, you got to be smart about it. Not a whole back piece, you know what I'm saying? Because
don't pick right now,
a quarter of that thing is
South Phoenix, DM Roach Clip Podcast, DM Homegrown with the name of those 2 tracks we just played. And you're going to get $100 worth of tattoos. I know you've been trying to cover up your lady's name. That's perfect. You know what I mean?
On the butt
that
cheek.
is
Hey,
perfect.
he's done a few on the butt cheek, man. No joke.
I bet he has.
A few on the butt cheek.
Hey, 1 hour, you could cover a lot of names in an hour.
I'll be shaking too much, bro.
Right.
Oh, man. Shout out to Anthony again, man.
Yeah.
Anthony Maya 08 on Instagram.
I know that's right.
One of the dopest tattoo artists this side of the Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI.
That's good. That's good.
He was in the spelling bee.
He was.
I was, dude. And I lost the first round. I choked.
Oh, man.
The pressure was on.
What was your word?
It was Mississippi.
From the back.
I think
that would haunt you. That why you know it's so well now?
Oh, he ain't gonna miss that one again.
It was.
It was.
And I spelled jail like hair jail, and it was actually like a,
nice.
a prison jail.
Nice, yeah. You should have known prison jail, though.
He said they didn't
but also
pronounce
jail.
it right.
I was slicking my hair back.
You do got a nice dude.
Jail.
I was going to compliment you on your dude.
Oh, thanks.
Can you use that in a sentence?
G. Next.
G.
Oh.
I was like, damn, I beat my whole class.
Humiliated.
Special needs.
Class was bad.
That was an amazing class. But short bus?
ESL.
Short
bus.
Oh, ESL?
No, but
all right,
Dude, didn't even have the
right.
bus.
No,
Shout out to all my people in ESL, man.
Oh, yeah. I was in
Shout out to all his classmates.
Yeah, as long as you weren't the class.
That's the crazy part about music, you know.
As long as you weren't the dudes that came like to school half hour later and then left half hour before everybody.
I was the type of dude that
and
just,
you couldn't come out for lunch. You had to eat your lunch in your classroom.
Hey, man, why are you describing me? That's what I was just about to say.
Tell him, sit down, buddy. That's not your bell.
That's not your bell, buddy.
4 hours on the computer and stuff.
You still got 4 hours left.
We stay in this room all day, buddy.
We stay in this room all day.
That's
buddy.
your
recess.
That's your brother's bus.
I will watch you.
That's your brother's bus, Mijo.
You get to sit by the window for 5 minutes.
You can watch all the other kids playing, but you cannot go
That's
out.
what the hardest part about the class was, is you have to watch. It's like a prison inside of a school,
This
right?
is getting real now.
So
It's getting real
now
now.
you guys can see everybody. Like, I want you guys to understand this.
It's like a
okay?
mental
'Cause
asylum.
in this class,
It is, dude.
And even though you get to start late and leave early, you're still getting watching all
90%
of the students have their amazing high school lives ahead of them from doing all the bad stuff in the restaurant.
You guys watched a lot of movies though.
To the girls and stuff, and
that's where you got the movies
I'm just
from.
saying.
we did have
That's why
Friday
he
night
knows
movies.
all the movies.
Friday night movies or Friday
That's why you're a movie
day
buff.
movies. Yeah.
Friday Night with Freddy.
All right, I remember the topic we were gonna get on though.
Shit, that was
What
it.
was
Oh,
We forgot
tonight,
about it.
and it's
Tonight?
on tonight.
Yeah,
What
tonight.
is it?
Do it.
Are we
Dante
squaring in the
Wilder.
ring?
Dante
Well,
Wilder.
that's what-
Are we sure that that's happening? Did somebody look
I'm
that up?
telling you, they have a big thing. Weiler and
I know Tito Ortiz and.
I know that's going down
that's
for
going
sure.
down tonight.
Liddell and Ortiz.
who do you guys
Whoa.
got?
The
in
old
that?
man
Who's
dance
got that?
is
Who's
going
got
down
that?
too.
Well,
Are
we're
we going
gonna
around the room and calling
go
that?
not illegally stream it at our shop afterwards if you guys want to cruise by and
Right
Oh,
on,
yeah.
right
watch
on.
the fights.
That's definitely what we're probably gonna do.
It's not
yeah.
illegal. We're paying
It's-
for
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We're paying for the link.
Yeah, that's
I'm paying my cousin for the link.
Cannabis Cactus does not condone piracy.
Does that count as pay-per-view if I give my primo $10 to push enter?
I mean, $10 per view. Hey, sounds like you paid.
I
Yeah,
paid for
And
it.
Per
Paid for
view
it.
sounds good to me.
Doesn't matter how much you paid for
And
it.
I didn't pay myself, right? I paid per view.
Let's see, we got. Oh, that's MMA. That's the one I was talking. Curtis Blades and Francis Ngannou.
Watch, is your
Who's that
internet on?
UFC?
Yeah, that's UFC though.
Look up the Wilder, man.
Dante Wilder.
Dante Wilder.
Dante Wilder
The Bronze
versus.
Bomber.
And so we still haven't picked nobody for the Ortiz fight. Who you got for the Ortiz fight?
Ortiz.
I
Dude,
mean,
I'm a lifelong Liddell fan, but Ortiz might get him this time.
finally
because they're old and they
how
gotta
old are
wrestle.
What are they?
But he looks in better shape, Ortiz now.
Does
But and then the last like 3 or 4 fights, Chuck Liddell fought in the UFC. He got laid out,
Oh,
bro.
no, but I mean that was a long time ago too.
It
Not
was
only
10
did he
years
get-
ago.
Not only did he get knocked out, I mean
got laid out.
Vicious knockout.
Vicious, dude, like-
they weren't good knockouts.
He wouldn't wake up for like minutes.
In
bro.
minutes. No, you were worried for him. Those are the kind of knockouts I
Dude.
hate. I don't like to see,
Yeah.
because you as a fight fan, you're so intense about
You're like,
it. You
dude, he
it all-
needs to retire.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
that's-
you
so
scared
that's
for
what I was
him,
thinking.
'cause what do you like?
Stop it, Chuck.
Because and then the
Just
worst
stop.
part is they
Stop
wake
it.
up not knowing what happened.
But I don't see
Stop
Ortiz.
So
doing
if
everything
you're that
yourself.
guy, what do you do? If you're his friend, what do you do?
Tell him what's up.
You tell him he got
Tell him,
knocked out.
yeah,
Hey
you gotta
man,
let
you
him
got knocked out, man.
You gotta
Tell
tell
him,
him.
hey,
Yeah,
you
well, they
got
were
knocked
just-
out. We need to see what happened, and we need to work
Bro,
on
I'm
that.
telling you as your friend, bro.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
As your friend, you guys better jump him or something. Because if he knocks me out and you guys watch him knock me
Jumping
out,
that on the
Yeah, but we're not
If
fighting.
I'm
We're not
like-
really
friends.
if I'm like a raccoon or a squirrel, face up, you guys better do something. You guys,
Raccoon.
Well, like McGregor and Khabib, like
that
one should have been
Deontay
stopped
Wilder
a couple
and Tyson
punches
Fury
before.
is next Saturday, December 1st.
Next
I'm
Saturday.
hyping you
All
guys
right,
up.
so-
So we're
Hyping it
close.
up. He hyped it
Still,
up.
let's talk about this.
Let's do it. Who do you guys got? I mean, the
got-
real fight should be the England guy in here.
Yeah, we all know he should be
You
fighting
know.
Joshua.
Yes,
Who's the English
is that-
guy?
The other dude that's
Anthony
undefeated.
Joshua, dude.
Anthony Joshua. He's a bad dude. He
He is
just
a
beat
bad dude.
Klitschko. You know, had
But
that
he
nice
wouldn't-
fight with
He wouldn't
Klitschko.
beat the bronze bomber either. Just letting you guys know.
But who do you think's more
Tonight?
technical,
Oh.
Tyson Fury or the England dude?
The England dude is
Technical?
definitely more technical.
I don't
Probably-
know.
I'd
Fury's
probably-
pretty
he-
technical, dude.
I don't know,
He
dude.
kind of
He's-
has an awkward style. He's kind of all over. He has a lot of movement, man. I like Tyson Fury. He can box, but I don't know if he could. Didn't they fight? Has he fought Joshua?
No, he beat Klitschko.
Oh, that's
dog.
who he took the title from. Klitschko.
Remember,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
clowned him, dude, the whole time.
Well, he didn't clown
Yeah.
him. Klitschko dropped him. Klitschko dropped.
But
Anthony
this dude just
Johnson.
schooled him the rest of the
No,
time.
he dropped Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson came
No,
back.
we're talking about Tyson Fury.
Oh.
Tyson
Yeah.
Fury.
Oh, you
Tyson
guys got-
Fury
yeah, I'm talking
schooled
about
Klitschko.
Did he really? Just recently?
No, it was a while ago.
A while ago.
Okay,
He's the
well-
first dude to beat him after like that
Yep.
dude was undefeated
Yeah,
for
he
like
danced
Anthony-
on him.
Anthony
He was
Johnson's the one that
dancing
took
on
it.
Klitschko. He was. I remember that. That's where I found out about him. I was like, man, he can.
That's
move
what I mean.
a
He's
little bit.
he can move, bro. He moves like a middleweight.
Joshua's kind of stiff. He's not. He don't have that
No.
movement like that.
Fury,
That's what I said.
Fury moves like a middleweight.
But I think Wilder is like a combo of both of those. He's got the power
He's
and
long,
he can
though.
move a little
And
bit.
how
He's
he-
long.
Dude, he throws every shot he throws,
Oh,
dude. His
he's
feet
trying
are
to
off
knock
the
a head
ground.
off. Yeah,
I mean,
he
but
does
that's
get off
that-
balance, though. You can
But
catch
you know,
him.
like
You can
anybody
catch
though,
him.
that works one or two ways. You know, you're either gonna catch somebody or get caught.
Yeah, that's
if
right.
Oh,
you
yeah,
got a
there-
good fighter coming.
And there's
against
not many people that could actually even attempt that.
Right.
Wilder's
Well, because
one
his
of
side,
them.
because his size, he's
His
so
size.
long. He's so
Huge.
long.
And if he
big,
just
you know.
touches you, if his wind just gusts,
Yeah, that dude.
he might knock you out.
Yeah, he throws crazy from
Gus.
way outside.
He
and stuff,
does,
but
bro.
When he
Gus
lands,
does.
bro, it's vicious. Did anybody see that? What's that little Charlie Zelenoff?
No.
When Deontay Wilder, it was that little
Oh, no, I
guy
didn't
that
see
was a
that.
little YouTube guy that was
Oh yeah,
giving people
that
gloves,
guy that was
telling him
he
you want to
fought,
fight, and then
Mayweather's
he would
dad.
sucker
He
punch
fought
him.
Mayweather's
That big
dad.
dude?
Oh,
No,
wow.
no, he
he
was
was
a small little white guy.
And
Yeah,
what
he was
happened?
sucker punching a lot of people. He was setting them up. He had videos. He was
And
saying
Wilder got to him?
undefeated. Well, he started talking about Wilder's family, his daughter and stuff, and saying he could beat him. and they ended up getting him in the gym, and Wilder smashed on that little guy.
Yeah, he almost killed him.
He tried to kill him.
He threw an uppercut.
You can see it on YouTube. It's all on YouTube.
You know, it was Heavens that was saving.
Because the guy is small. If he was gonna fight somebody, he'd be fighting one of us. I mean, he's like that small.
He was the starter. You're
just talking to the wrong guy. You know what I mean? And then it went to the gym. He had some balls on him, bro, because he went to the gym and squared up, but he had no chance.
Have you seen that big YouTube dude who'll come like just punk people like?
Oh yeah, that slap people out of their hands.
Like if you're smoking a cigarette, he'll just slap it out of your hand like, "What, fool?"
Tyrone.
He'll be like, "Smoking's bad for you," and people be like,
"What would you do, bro?"
I'm Tyrone. Smoking's bad for you.
I'd be like, "Thank you for helping me."
Thank you for helping me.
That was
you know what? I didn't eat that.
The best, yo.
You know what?
Great support.
You know what?
There's the rest
I
of my
needed
pack,
that
sir.
today.
I appreciate that, sir.
I needed that today. Walk off all happy.
At least somebody cares about my lungs.
and it's Tyrone.
You want to be friends? Can I buy you lunch? You're a good citizen.
Nobody knows Tyrone really does all that because he cares.
He does. I mean,
yeah, it does. Just doing it in a weird way.
It's tough love. It's tough love for Tyrone.
Exactly.
Nah, but to your,
I like that approach, Tyrone. Shout out to Tyrone.
Shout out to Tyrone for stopping the cigarettes out their hands.
For spreading the love.
For spreading the love of no cancer for them cigarettes. Put them down, people.
I think it's that time though. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Brody?
I think so, dude.
You guys think it's that time?
Is
it? That time.
I think it's about that time.
Right now.
It's about that time.
Now it's time for the news with King J. Now it's time for the news with King J.
Yeah.
This portion
Let's
of the
get it.
podcast is brought to you by Probe Tattoo. Go to keep_walking_slut_.
Nice. All of everything above.
So the first little
All
story.
of the above.
Oh, there you go.
So the first little story that I have for you guys.
Just a little story? Like how little?
It's a
How many
minor.
words?
Like in the
How many words?
Ant size or
Ant size, you know. So it says
Microscopic.
that
In the
a
pants
plane
little?
carrying at least 120 passengers is skid off a runway at an airport in Bolivia after its landing gear collapsed.
Damn, did anybody die?
No, none of the passengers or the crew members were hurt. It was nobody was hurt. But
Imagine how scared you'd be though.
Yeah,
being
just
inside
like-
that plane.
like it went to land and then like
Turbulent. I don't even like
it started.
turbulence.
Nope.
bro.
Any little noise inside
Oh,
a plane, you
yeah.
think you're gonna
Well,
die.
you think about those little man
Madrecita
planes.
Dios Santo.
Yeah.
Swear,
Just start
bro,
thinking about
yeah.
La Bamba.
Already.
Not my Richie. Not my Richie.
Don't watch that on
Hey,
the.
why every
Don't
time
watch
I
that
think
on
about
the.
that
before you
movie-
go on the
Hey,
plane.
every time I think about that movie, I wonder what happened to Bob.
I always wonder about the shoes in the playground.
And
You don't
today,
see Bob
for
in no more movies, whatever happened
Well,
to
you
Bob?
just I just seen him on like TMZ or something.
They should
Hey,
have
the
made
real
a sequel and made him
he
a
passed
rocker.
away or something.
The
right?
real
actor
Bob.
actor?
Yeah, the real
He
Bob
passed
just
away.
died. Yeah.
Yeah. I
The
just
real
seen
Bob just
Did
died.
he?
Yeah.
Hey.
See, I felt
TMZ.
it. I must have known.
You
'cause
know,
recently
you
I've
brought
been
it up.
wondering.
Hey, so you guys ready for a crazy one? Oh, I wish I could have been there to get this.
Oh, let's see it.
What'd you get?
So
What'd you
it
get?
says
A Pokemon.
Oh, I heard.
No, it says
We're not
that.
starting Pokemon.
I found Pikachu.
I
No,
heard you guys talking
Somebody
about
found
Pokemon.
a purple Pikachu
Last time Pokemon happened,
in
it
the
was a
San Andreas
guy naked in the
Fault.
front yard.
No, it says that a family, the Dotson family,
Okay.
That's a car.
right?
That's
right.
That is a car.
a-
Owners of the
Caucasian
car.
family.
It says Dan Donson, the family. You know,
Don Johnson?
Dan Donson.
Oh, Donson.
Yeah.
I thought you said Dotson.
Right. So it says that in Southern
Definitely Caucasian,
California, they bought a storage unit at an auction.
No, I think I heard about this.
They
bro.
found a bag in there, bro, and it had $7.5 million in
Yep,
cash.
I heard about
Shut
this.
up.
So what happens with
Now.
this cash? Do they
They,
get
they,
to
get,
keep
they
it?
get to
Cash,
keep
that's what I
it.
want to
Yeah, because they bought it.
They
It's
got
in
the
the-
key-
it's
yeah.
in
Because
the-
they
Yeah.
owned, because they owned the storage.
They,
at the
they
time.
bought the storage at the auction. They
Whoa.
won it.
Bro,
if it was
They-
Start
illegal
pitching in on
cash,
storages
though.
right now, or what?
Does that matter though?
It was
Storage
FBI check
Wars?
it?
It was in Southern
They
California.
take your lottery.
The Storage Wars was A&E reality show Storage Wars.
Wow.
Oh, it was on the actual
It was on the actual
It
show?
was actually the actual
What?
show. They bought a
So
storage
who was
unit.
it? You don't know who the people were?
They're not. It just says the Don Dotson, the family.
But isn't it when it's that much money it gets taken away?
That's
too?
what-
no,
That's what I mean. There's got to
because
be some. They're going to
because they-
investigate that.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
will
'cause that's a
investigate
big
that.
lump
investigate
sum.
They will
of money.
find a way to take those people money.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but
They
that's
do.
what I
They're
mean.
gonna-
I
they're
would-
definitely taxing it.
I
at
would
least.
fi-
Yeah,
I
at
would
least get a
fight
piece
for
of the
that.
pie.
At least.
At
I would
least.
fight for that though because I'd be like, in your terms and agreements that
This-
people have to
No, yeah,
sign. It
there's gotta
doesn't
be
say.
something.
This money
I'm
belongs
suing
to
tiny if you
I'm
find
suing
money-
A&E and the storage
Right,
place
'cause
if they
you
take
find-
your money.
If you
But
find money, it
I'm sure
doesn't
that's
say,
more
oh,
worth
you gotta
than
give us a
both of their
percentage.
networks.
If I found a bag in there in
Yeah.
the storage
Or
works,
what
What if they only bid like
Their
$50 for
show
that
thing.
storage and nobody?
How much
nobody
did the
outbid
storage
them?
cost? Does it
Let's
say?
find
It's
out.
not even. No, it's not even saying how much they
I
bought
gotta
it for.
know.
I hope it's not the yup guy who bought it.
Oh, I hate
I hate that
guy.
dude.
Somebody.
Hey, dude. Yeah. Hey, there's a YouTube video of him throwing down with the old guy, the dude.
It came to blows.
Yeah, the dude. Who
yeah,
the
one that says or whatever. Yeah.
Remember he fought the auctioneer, bro.
The auctioneer guy, yeah.
And then he threw his wife, bro, against the wall.
Yeah,
dude, it's classic. It's on YouTube.
Oh, I'm catching
this.
Yep.
That's the first thing I'm doing after this.
Dude, I got excited, dude. I'm like, they
did.
They throw down and he grabs his wife.
My favorite's Barry though. Barry got to be everybody's favorite though. You know
which one's Barry?
Oh yeah, he's a pimp.
Oh yeah,
bro.
The pimp, the old man.
Yeah,
pulls up in the
Barry's cool.
Pulls up in the freshest whips.
Different whip every episode.
I got the first Batmobile of
I
all
know.
time. This
Yo,
is just
a
a
good Barry.
prototype.
That's a good.
Yeah, Barry's dope, dude.
You guys ready for the next one?
He's just rich. He just collects, right?
Yeah, he's rich.
All right,
he knows a lot of rich people.
So it says that in Hoover, Alabama, there's protesters on Saturday marched through an Alabama shopping mall because the police killed a black man who they thought were a suspect in the trigger man in a Thanksgiving night shooting.
Wow, when was this?
Was that the security guard?
This Thanksgiving, like.
There's a lot to take.
Yeah, this Thanksgiving there was a Thanksgiving night shooting that.
I mean, this is just going back on. This is a sensitive subject. This is just
going back to what
Black Lives Matters and stuff.
So it says that they were in the shopping mall where they thought they saw him, and they thought he was the suspect that killed the people. Well,
your
did
life
the shooting.
matters.
And he was only 21 years old.
That's gonna
And the cop killed.
It's about
him.
to jump start it again.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Stop. When are they gonna stop?
Hey, there's a dude who called the cops.
That's all that is
for no, it was a security guard. He stopped like a robbery, and then the cops came and shot the security guard thinking he was a bad guy.
That's not too long ago.
It happened like last week.
And then it says right here that Hoover police initially told reporters that Bradford, the police, had shot a teen at the mall, but later retracted the statement.
Wow.
Controversy.
Yeah.
That retracted their statement.
Wow,
and it just goes on to what everybody's been still going on with. All this, I mean, yeah. And it's just crazy because it's just been around for a while, and everybody like makes jokes of it and funny things, but really, it really is an issue, and it's a deal that, I mean, even here, I mean, you can read about how many in Mesa police brutalities has gone on, and all kinds of other stuff.
It's getting
All you gotta do
is
watch Live PD, bro.
So it's something that definitely.
Shout out to Live PD. My girl loves that show. She watches every episode.
It's based here, in Phoenix.
There was
a few episodes, huh?
Yeah, and then they took us out, bro.
Wow,
I think we were too ratchet for them or something.
Probably.
The South Side is crazy, bro.
Hey, that's where it was because it was the AZ
I
Highway
mean, it
Patrol.
started
It
in the
wasn't
South,
like
for
Phoenix
sure.
police. It was
We have the
highway.
most hookers per capita since Florida.
For sure, bro.
Wow.
They were tasing hookers on
I don't
the
know.
freeway.
I was gonna say that's
All those words sound cool. I don't even know what per
I
capita
really
even
believe
means.
That did sound good.
It did. I hear like
Don't fact check, but
Nancy Grace used those words, so I wanted to use them myself.
Shout out, Nancy.
You guys ready for the last one?
And I wanted to involve
No,
her.
don't shout out, man.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do the last one.
Got a little crazy last one. I'm guessing it does not say her name or nothing, but I'm guessing she's a
Nancy
blonde.
Grace.
I'm thinking she's a blonde, but
Nancy Grace.
But
Definitely.
in
She has a white hair.
Pennsylvania,
Oh,
it says that police say a woman who was following GPS directions veered her off a road
I thought
and
you were gonna say
onto
following Jesus.
railroad tracks.
Oh, I think I heard about that one.
Yeah, it says
How long ago was that? A couple days ago?
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it says
Damn,
that
a day before Thanksgiving.
leaving her car
Oh.
stranded and resulting in a careless driving ticket.
That's it?
Yeah, it says that the city of whatever that is, the
So she
police
left her
department.
car
Oh, wait.
there?
So the train didn't hit her car. She just left it on the railroad?
No, so she was driving on GPS and she said and
told her to go this way.
I'm at my location now.
Turn here.
We're in the middle of the.
No, exactly. No, exactly.
Is on your left.
It just says that she in the report.
That's what I was saying. I thought we were talking about a train.
In the reports on social media, she just reported that GPS told me to do it.
That's crazy.
Because she was driving and the GPS just told her
Was that
to
a
turn.
Caucasian lady?
The
She
turn
was
on.
drunk.
It doesn't say. It doesn't even say. That's why I was guessing.
Tweaker.
Yeah.
Going to the
She was.
gas
She
station.
said blonde.
It's, well, but it also
Blonde.
Jesus told her to
The police
do it.
department also said that the woman was 100%
Because most minorities can't even
sober.
work their GPS. You know what I'm saying? Like I had trouble trying
yeah.
to GPS getting here. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't work it right.
I don't even know what Google Maps is yet.
I wanted to listen to what she said because I wouldn't have been able to get her on the GPS thing. So that had to be Caucasian for sure.
It's difficult for some people. GPS
But it says
difficult
that
for some
the
people.
police said that the woman was 100% sober and had no medication conditions affecting her decision making.
Wow.
Just
I got a lot of
And
medications.
it says that her
a lot of
GPS
medications that affect my decision.
It said that her GPS advised her to go the way onto the tracks. It then told her you have reached your destination.
So she parked and just.
But
left
you
it
still,
Yeah.
common sense. You're gonna sit on the tracks.
But you're even gonna turn on the tracks?
That's what I'm
there.
saying.
I'm not
Like,
listening to you.
I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna go and you're gonna
Yeah.
reroute me.
I start
She was
cussing
either
at the
drunk-
lady. I'll start cussing at her.
Yeah, she had to be a
lady,
Caucasian
this ain't the
lady.
way to go.
Yeah.
Siri,
I was just saying my
Yeah.
theory from the
Siri,
beginning.
calm down.
It has to be Caucasian.
Siri, my house is not on a train
No.
track.
My house is not on a train track.
Siri,
Siri.
we're not at
Yeah, on the
Target.
way
I
We
here-
are
promise.
not at our destination.
On the way here, she told us you guys were right in the
They were
middle
trying
of
to go to
16th Street.
Albertsons. Albertsons, I feel like. Where?
Well, on the
Oh, the
GPS on the
Albertsons?
way here, it
The
just
one-
it said right in the middle of
I feel like
16th
Albertsons
Street. It
is
said,
more-
we're
Safeway
here.
is
You have
always-
arrived. I was like, okay.
Albertsons
Redo
has
it,
safer
redo it.
people.
We're not here.
Just get out right here. We're right here.
Albertsons
Somebody
does have safer.
Siri
And the
gets-
fruit is nice
Siri
too.
gets all ratchet on
The
her.
fruit is nice. Like if
Like,
you go to
B,
the
I'm
neighborhood
telling
Walmart
you,
or
you live
Walmart,
here, eh?
the fruit is a lot different.
I live
at
here
Albertsons.
now. Get out and walk.
Hey, Albertsons has the best steaks and ribs, though.
Oh,
for
well,
sure.
Is that right?
For a grocery store, yeah.
I go to Fry's.
Fries is
Fries is
because of fuel
legit, though.
points.
Fry's is
Fuel
legit.
points. I know
Fuel
you guys
points,
don't know
yeah.
fuel points.
Fuel points is
Fuel points.
legit.
If you have a Costco card, go to Costco.
I do.
Their-
Costco's
their gas is
Costco's
like
though.
20
You
cents
gotta have
for it.
like
Gas
you
is-
can't be as hood Costco though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
you
only
can.
hood
You
people
gotta have a
use
big
other
family.
people's Costco
Card to
card
go there.
to get in there. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
to be
It
honest,
kind of
get
looks
the
like me.
sample.
yeah,
Just
That's
wear
why I
a
always
hat.
wear a hat.
Yep,
I always
So
wear a hat on my
shout out to
picture.
Aaron, my brother Aaron. Hey, let me use your Costco card, bro. Let me get some groceries.
I need a case of
That's
agua.
what this whole
Whatever.
conversation was about right there. He got to the
Bro,
bottom
I
of
told
it.
you I was gonna shout you on the radio.
Let's go.
Now come drop it off.
Now give me
Drop
your
off
Yeah,
that
yeah,
card.
yeah. It better be at my house when I get home.
I'll give you $100 free tattoos.
Hey,
You're the winner.
That's his brother too.
You won.
you have
You won.
You won.
congratulations, Aaron.
Jeremiah, you're the winner.
Bring me a Costco card now.
Hey, because Costco's amazing. The pizza, you know.
The samples alone will get you
Well,
full.
Costco's
Yeah.
tight. They have new machines in there now. Have you been there recently?
Yeah,
new
dude.
machines. You push a button and the sample comes out.
Whoa.
They got
Everybody,
fancy
Airheads.
everybody, look at
Airheads.
everybody's face.
electronics.
The
no
new one was the
people.
Airheads.
No
It
people.
was samples and you just push it and just boom. I was like, wow.
How many? But the question is, how many times can you push it?
Hey, if
Ooh,
there's
good
nobody right
question.
there, bro.
That's
if
a
there's
good
nobody,
Probably
if there's
snapping
no,
pictures
oh no,
right
wait,
there.
actually, I
Scans
think
your
you scan
finger.
your
Can't
card.
take anymore.
I think you scan your card.
Alright.
That's fancy. That's
That's
smart.
fancy,
They got
that's
smart.
So
They
you
got
don't try
smart.
to come back around.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I didn't.
They
come.
today you got cut off for today.
All,
Let's be like a
all of us
one-
thought about
one
that.
day.
Come back around.
No, I was walking out
They
like
knew.
4. This is
They
for
knew.
my kids
Hey, none of
and
us
my
have.
wife.
Hey, does that mean none of us have
And
Costco cards?
I'm over here on the side just
No, no
stuffing them
Costco
down.
No,
my
nobody
mouth.
here has a Costco card, huh?
No
'Cause
Costco.
But we still get in there though.
I got one. I'll admit it. I got one.
I
know
got
you
one.
can't borrow
Nice.
it. No, you can't borrow it.
I got one, but I won't admit it. I
make
still
it like
borrow my
that.
dad's.
They make it like a job interview to try to get a Costco card.
I got one, but I still
I'm
borrow
gonna,
my
go apply,
dad's.
I'm gonna go apply tonight now
Just to
because
be
other
hood,
guys.
I still borrow my dad.
I still live on the edge. Even though in
Thug
case they
life,
catch me,
thug
I'll be like,
life.
oh, I pulled out
Oh,
the
wait,
wrong
oh,
one,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Wrong Costco card.
Wrong Costco
Sorry.
card.
Wrong Costco card.
He's like, he
Never
That's
get caught.
portrays
hilarious.
the image of living on the edge, but really,
That is
his
living
card
on
is
the
in his
edge.
pocket.
That is living on the edge though.
It is.
Because you got to be fast and quick, just like you just did.
You gotta think fast.
come
on
up
your
with that.
toes.
Right.
It's quick.
You
Right.
guys believe in the
Right.
stars and
Stars.
the
They're
line-
up there. I
I
see
mean,
them.
at night when
But
I
the
go
alignment-
I see them.
They're
the
up there.
alignment
I
of
believe
the-
in them.
I see
Some of them
moving
move.
things.
I don't know.
Somebody
Well, we
told
got
me
a
that.
special segment for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Alto marihuano.
Alto marihuano.
I seen that, bro.
This segment
Cannabis
is brought to
Cactus.
you by Cannabis Cactus. Go to cannabiscactus.com or go follow yourself.
Go follow yourself.
Hey, what's your sign?
Yeah. you guys do the
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
I have no idea.
man.
Break it up later.
I'm not one of them dudes, man. I'm not one of them. I can't
Them
stand.
dudes, just because I
or
know what
even-
my sign is.
Because like when people come up, they're like, "What is your sign? What is your sign? My sign."
So
I don't know that.
You throw up gang signs.
Yeah.
just because you don't know. So,
He's a
Hey,
surpresa.
what sign? G-Town. Hey, shout out to Glendale, homie.
It's all defensive all
JP
over.
and
Like,
stuff.
Oh, you mean my zodiac, Holmes? Don't say
Oh.
sign, eh?
I'm Pisces.
Right? I don't even know how to tell.
Oh, you meant
what-
zodiac, Holmes?
I don't
thought
even
you
know
meant
how to
fucking-
tell
my
people's
gang
signs.
sign,
though.
Holmes.
thought you meant my hood.
What's up,
Do
man?
you
Where's
guys
my
know how to
hood?
tell what sign somebody is?
I don't.
They're by their birthday, right?
Had it tell.
So what is your guys' sign? What is your sign?
Is
Mine's
anybody-
Aquarius.
I've
You're
been calling them
Aquarius?
a Pisces.
Pisces.
He's a
Species.
Like build a wall? Like build a wall?
Species.
The Reese's Pieces.
Huh?
Like you're gonna build a wall?
I'm a Reese's Pieces.
Wait, what?
You go by
Get
it
'em
by
on
your
the mic.
birthday.
All right, what's up, dog?
When were you born?
February.
Yeah, and
February
24th.
On February 25th, you're Pisces, but
Pisces.
I'm
Hey, so
February
I'm
10th. I'm
February-
Aquarius.
I'm
so
February 4th. What is mine? February 4th. Aquarius. So what is that? What is
the
what does it mean?
So you're right now.
What are we doing on February 4th?
We're gonna find out.
Aquarius is friends, man. Tacos and cannabis are your two best friends this month. We're not sure why, but your sign exhibits a strong urge for munchies in the cosmos. You better head down to Willie's Tacos downtown.
This is the most. You know what? I retract everything that I said about this. That's the most amazing thing I've heard. You know what I'm saying? That was beautiful.
Now you're one of those
guys.
guys.
That was beautiful.
Now he's one of those guys.
Hey, Alto Marihuano keeps it too real.
That thing is amazing.
He talks to the stars every night.
That's almost like the Mayan calendar.
Break mine down. Let's go.
Yeah, he talks to all the Mexican stars though.
Sagittarius is forward. You have been living in a blue dream lately, and it's time to snap out of it. Good ideas come and go every day, just like good nugs. You're only as good as your next project, just like weed is only as good as the next batch.
Nice.
No
the
one
next project is dope. I told you guys.
Says,
Watch.
no one cares about the stuff you smoked one day a long time ago. Keep moving forward in your best life.
I like that.
Nice. There goes. Hey,
Very
this is official.
Big Sean with
Big
the
Sean.
Big Sean hasn't got on the mic all night. Go ahead, Big Mike.
Turn it on.
Yeah, because you'll
What's
probably
your
punch
sign,
you.
Big Sean?
Scorpio.
Big Sean's a
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Hey, he's only six.
Scorpion.
He's only
Finish him.
He's only.
Get over
here. Fatality.
He's only 6'8".
Buy a black and yellow ninja suit and tell people to get over here.
Let me burn their face off.
Dude, Scorpio is love. The weather is changing and the leaves are falling. All the lovely cactus are settling in for nice weather in the valley. There's romance in the air for your sign. Says, look out for secret admirers in your daily routine. Cannabis will always be your true love, but this is room for another.
Oh, I like that. I like
Mary
that.
Jane's making room.
Big Sean's how to get.
He's got something
He's gonna
romantic
walk
in the
out and
words.
leave some fine pride out there.
You better watch out.
See his
That
eyes
price.
light up when they
What's
say
your
that.
zodiac?
Right?
Pisces. Give this guy a Pisces.
Give him a Pisces.
Let's give him a little Pisces.
It's mellow.
Let's get this Pisces a Pisces.
All right?
Mellow
That's,
yellow.
Build a wall.
The
Build a
stars
wall.
and planets have aligned with your sign perfectly to create a mellow zen high month all month long. It's amazing how your mindset affects the way you get high. Enjoy this chill time in life and use it to charge your soul for an eventful 2019. Remember that your thoughts can affect your environment.
Nice.
Stay
That was
positive.
deep. That one was
That was a little more deeper. That was more like what I originally thought you were gonna go with,
Right.
which is magazines.
Hey,
you
Mike
know.
get throws in a little shameless advertising in there.
Yeah, I know, right? That was nice.
And that was Alto Marihuano.
Brought to you by Cannabis
Alto
Cactus. Go to
Marihuana.
CannabisCactus.com or
Your
go
magazine,
follow
bro.
yourself.
Always free. Never prickly.
Thank you.
Never perky, boy.
Man, so who's the champion?
Dude.
That's what I want to know. Do you remember? Was it you, Alto, or was it you, Prodi, or was it you?
I don't
Tamal
even
always lies,
recall.
says he wins.
Yeah, he wins every week.
We're going to play a little trivia game. Trivia.
on.
Oh.
Let's do it.
I think Augmento won.
All about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Augmento
Augmento
won.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did win.
did. He
It was me
did.
and him in the last
Yeah,
round.
they took it to the end.
He had
Oh,
the
damn, he
cartridge.
beat you.
Yeah.
It sucks when the guest wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
funny.
we're about to test your guys'
So are we together? Are we a team against?
No,
against
No,
the-
you're by yourself.
for him.
We're
You're by
individual.
yourself.
Don't be
for
trying to
one.
be
I
on
don't
my
read it right
team.
well.
He
I
said,
don't
don't
read
be
it
trying to
right
be
well.
on my
Big
team.
Sean can play too.
I don't read it right well. Just letting everybody
My
know.
Big Sean can play too.
Yeah,
So
dude.
I don't read
first
it
I'm
right.
a high school dropout, man, so let's get it.
So if you miss 3, you're out. We
Yeah.
could even have Roman play. This is gonna be the biggest game of burpees and
Ooh,
shot
hey,
of all time.
Who was the
Biggest
game master? I heard you guys
game.
talking about the games earlier. Who was the game master?
Right here?
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
okay.
the eyebrow and the look and the hair.
Yes, I like that.
Yes.
Me?
Let's see how good you do in trivia. I hope you
Let's
played a
see.
lot of Jeopardy, Holmes.
Let's
Oh.
see. We'll
I
see.
don't know.
What
So
is?
are we answering in the form of a question?
So
Yeah.
let's
What is
So
You
yes.
can if you want, man.
No.
You can
What
if
is
you
yes?
want.
let's start with the guest. One of the guests, let him pick a category, and then we'll start
Who-
from there.
Who wants to
Who
go
wants to
first?
Who
go?
wants to go first?
What's the categories? I'll go first.
You can pick.
All
there
right,
you
so
go.
we got a geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, or sports.
You're allowed 1 skill per game. If you miss 3, you're out.
I'll take sports.
Sports.
That's bougie.
That's bougie.
Sports for 100.
Sports for 100,
No, I'm
please.
just playing.
Thank you.
All right. In which country were the 1994 Winter Olympics held?
Ooh, good question.
Scotland, Switzerland,
No,
Canada, or Norway?
I don't even know that one.
I
I'm
don't
gonna go
even
with
know that
Scotland,
one.
but let's.
In which country were the
know it?
1994
Anybody wanna steal?
Olympics
1994.
held?
Ooh.
I don't want to steal.
Say them again. What were the
It's
options?
Scotland, Switzerland, Canada, or Norway?
We're going to go
Come on.
Canada.
Canada.
No.
So you're down
That
one.
was a shot in the dark.
If you missed 3, you're
Norway.
out. You're
Shot in
down
the
one.
dark.
You're good though.
Norway.
You're all right. You're all right.
It was Norway. Norway.
Oh, you want me to go next?
Norway.
You pointing at me?
My dad's probably pissed that I missed that question right now.
He's gonna
Sorry,
spank
shout
you
out
when
to
you
Pops.
when he sees you.
He's gonna
All
say
right.
something.
So what?
You know.
He's gonna say something.
On to the next question. Jamaica's Usain Bolt won a gold medal in which event of the 2008 Olympics?
Ooh.
A marathon,
You
the
give him the
100-meter
easy ones.
sprint, 110-meter hurdles,
100 meter
the-
sprint.
I mean,
the
that's,
100-meter sprint.
that's
Yeah.
Jamaica. They be
got him.
running. Oh,
Yep.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That was
Got
easy.
it.
They be sprinting.
You give him the
All
easy
right.
ones.
You
Hey,
give
Sean
them the easy
next.
ones.
Ready? The Hong Kong Sevens, a competition for 7-a-side
That's
rugby,
homie toe by
has been held at what venue since 1994? At the John F. Kennedy Stadium, Lord's, Hong Kong Stadium, or Wembley Stadium? The Hong Kong Sevens, a competition for 7-a-side
I mean, that might be
rugby,
too obvious. Hong
has
Kong
been held
Stadium.
at one venue since 1994.
That might too.
John
No
F.
tips.
Kennedy,
No tips.
John F. Kennedy
They gave you
Stadium,
tips. They
John-
just-
John
Big
F. Kennedy
Sean.
Stadium, the Lords, the Hong Kong Stadium,
Hong Kong
or
Stadium.
Hong Kong.
Ooh, good answer.
If that's the right answer.
Yeah.
It is right.
That
Yeah.
was-
There
that
you
was
go,
a
Big
gimme.
Sean.
That was a gimme.
There you go, Big
Gimme.
Sean. That's why he's the bodyguard.
Where
I
do they
told
hold
you
the
guys.
Hong? Where do they hold
He
the
knows
Hong
when
Kong
to catch a
tournament?
criminal.
Every year in
All
Hong
right,
Kong.
Coming in.
This one's named this
buddy.
athlete. It's a female tennis
But he wasn't
player.
Are we
expecting-
going again? Who?
It's my turn, but
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
female tennis player.
Got the answer.
You could steal it if you like. Anyone knows like for sure. You could steal it.
What is it? You gotta know her
Can't even tell
name.
who that is.
Yeah.
Why does it say Bill
Anna
Russell on there?
That's Anna
Crazy,
Kournikova.
huh?
To throw you off. To throw you off.
Throw you off.
I think.
Did they say Bill
I'm
Russell?
gonna go with
Who is
I'm
Bill
gonna go with the
Russell?
second one. No.
Hey, if they show you Caitlyn Jenner, what
yeah, I'm
would
gonna
you
go with
pick?
the Bill with the last.
Is it Caitlyn Jenner or what was his vato name?
I don't know.
I was wrong.
Hey, he was an Olympic guy.
He was
though.
wrong. It was
Hey,
Nice.
he
Anna.
might give somebody a
run for
know,
his
What was
money.
his
I don't
vato
know.
name?
Even in his dress, in
All
his
right.
high heels.
Jenner.
Bruce
Let's go.
Jenner.
Steve Nash stood out in which team? Phoenix
Come
Suns,
Oh my God.
Minnesota
Easy.
Timberwolves,
Who's this?
Chicago Bulls,
You
or
guys-
Memphis Grizzlies.
I think I see favoritism or
That's not
something.
mine.
You don't
like
know?
that.
He don't know.
That's random.
He's
dude.
not sure.
I'll steal it. I'll
He's
steal
not
it.
sure.
I'll
You
steal
are
it.
correct.
He looks confused.
I wanted to
Hey,
steal
what's
it.
with
Ready?
the gimmies? All the layups.
Watch, this is gonna be hard.
Nah,
I always
this
get the
one's-
hard
this
one.
is simple.
I believe you.
Which sport do the Minnesota Twins play?
Baseball.
Hey, there you go.
Come on, dog.
Did you get yours wrong?
He got it right.
He got his wrong.
Oh, I got mine wrong.
Yeah,
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 his
he's wrong.
The-
Brody?
the-
Just
I mean,
who two?
Alto.
What two?
Oh, yeah.
Can we name the two that got wrong?
No, we
Alto.
can't. We can't do
Roman's
that.
next.
We can, he said we can't do that. We can't do that.
Homegrown.
What is the only U.S. state that produces coffee? Hawaii, Florida, California,
tough one.
or Louisiana?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough
What
one.
is the only U.S. state that produces coffee?
Who
Hawaii,
produces coffee?
Florida,
love
California,
coffee.
or Louisiana?
Who eats their
I
who
would
gets
say
their
I'll
cup of
probably
Joe in
go
the morning?
Hawaii.
Said Louis.
Who needs their cup of
I
Joe
would
in the
say
It
morning?
says Louis.
Louisiana.
I would say
Louisiana, man.
Hawaii.
No, it was
No.
Hawaii.
Oh,
It was Hawaii.
That Hawaii kind of.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. It was
Brada,
Hawaii.
brada. It was
Let's do it.
Hawaii, brada.
Oh, you got
Brada.
category.
Brada, man.
All right, so yeah, we got a
I'm pretty
shift of
sure I've seen a
categories.
Hawaiian blend at
All
Starbucks.
right.
So are we keeping score of
Definitely.
this? Or?
Geography,
Yeah.
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 Oh,
entertainment,
now you want to win?
history.
Let's do entertainment.
Okay.
Let's do it easy.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
All right.
See what they
The
bring
main
up.
character in the movie, Fred Claus, is the
Ooh.
brother of whom?
Ooh,
Ooh,
I don't know
that's a
that
tough
one.
one.
Willy
I don't know that
Wonka,
one.
Simple.
Santa, Madonna,
I
or the
don't know.
president?
The president.
Madonna.
Oh, and it's a
What is it?
miss.
Madonna?
President.
The
The
president?
president? Was it right?
Santa.
No, you're wrong.
Santa?
Who's
Santa?
it?
Santa?
Santa Claus.
Santa?
Santa
Santa.
Claus.
Santa Claus?
I mean,
I'm
Fred
down
Claus.
San Nicolas.
I thought you
one.
meant.
I'm down one.
Shout out.
I know Jack
Santa
Frost.
Shout out to Fred
Merry
Claus. I like
Christmas.
that movie. I got to record it on my
Merry
DVD.
Christmas out there, everybody.
All right, so here we go, round two.
All right.
Who has a record 5 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
What? 5 star? The Beatles?
Gary Cooper, Bob Hope, Betty Davis, or Gene Autry?
Is this
5
for me?
stars?
That's you.
Yeah, who has
Hey,
a
you see what
record?
kind of questions I get?
Donald
it's
Trump.
horrible.
my
Who has a
God.
record 5 stars
All
on
right,
the Hollywood
repeat him
Walk
again.
of Fame?
Repeat him again.
Gary Cooper,
Nah.
Bob Hope,
Maybe Bob.
Maybe
Betty
Bob.
Davis,
Let me steal.
Betty.
or Gene Autry?
Let me
Betty.
steal.
Gene
Still
Autry
it.
sounds
Can I
important.
steal?
Steal.
Five.
Gene Autry. I stole with Gene Autry.
He's wrong.
No,
He's right.
That's correct.
He's right.
Oh!
So
It's-
now
Gene
you
Autry
gotta go
sounded
again.
important.
Now you gotta go again.
Oh, he lucked out. Now
I'll
he's gonna
take
get
that.
it
I'll
easy.
take
All right, so
You
I'll
bailed
take
him out.
Thank
the
you for the bailout, sir.
1959 multi-platinum selling album
Ooh.
Kind of Blue was recorded by which
Kind of
jazz
Blue.
legend? John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Charles Mingus, or Wayne Shorter?
We're going Miles Davis. And I'm going to get in trouble again.
Miles Davis?
That's a Mingus. That's a Mingus.
Yep,
Oh,
he's
you
right.
got it right.
Let's go. You ain't gonna
You
get
heard
in
that,
trouble on
Dad? You heard that one? Got that music one right.
Only
Bang,
down
baby.
one.
He's gonna forgive you for the other one
That's
you got
right.
right.
I'm back
I
in.
don't
I'm
know
back
if he'll
in.
forgive
You're
him
back
for the other
in.
one, but
Let's go.
All right, here we go. In which TV series did the characters Crockett and Tubbs appear?
Ooh.
New York Mice, Las Vegas Dice, Miami Vice, or Seattle Price?
Seattle Price.
Got a rhyme too, huh?
Miami Nice.
Miami Mice.
In which TV series did the characters Crockett and Tubbs appear?
Steal.
New York
We
Mice,
gotta steal.
Las
Oh, he's
Vegas
gonna
Dice.
steal it.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice, he
Roman
says.
comes in with Miami Vice.
Oh, New
Yeah.
York Mice.
Hey. Don Johnson?
All right,
Don
so,
Johnson.
Back
we got
to you
it.
Back to
again.
you again.
nice.
Back
I
to
like
you
that.
again.
so we got
'Cause I didn't know
another
that.
This
That's
guy
a
did.
good one.
one. Which of these actors played a role in
Okay.
Once Upon a Time in the West?
Ooh.
So know that.
Alexandre Rodriguez, Kevin Spacey, Charles Bronson, or Morgan Freeman?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Spacey.
No, I would have went with Charles
Yeah,
Bronson.
Charles. Yeah.
Charles
It was
Bronson.
Charles.
Ooh, let's
go.
not. We 1-1. Don't
Back
don't
up.
even,
Let's
don't
go.
even start
All
fighting.
right,
He's
so we
flexing
have
already.
another
Big
picture.
Sean.
Name this actress Big Sean.
All right, Big Sean.
Say the names. Read the names out.
We got Louise Rayner, Joanne
Rayner.
Fontaine, Maggie
Joanne.
Smith, or Vivian Leigh.
I don't know
Maggie
any
Smith.
of them.
I don't know
That
any
makes
of
this
them.
a tough
Say
question.
Megan
Maggie
Smith? Maggie Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. No,
No,
the
he's
last
one and
one.
Last
Let's
one.
go.
Vivian Leigh.
So we're all
That's his
1-1
first
here.
one, huh?
So we're all
Right.
1-1.
I'm going with Mary
Wait, you missed
Magdalene
one?
for
No, I haven't
500.
missed
Yeah,
one.
missed one. Have you missed one?
Nope.
No?
Oh, we're-
And then-
we're
Well,
the
you
only
guys,
ones that
you guys
haven't
haven't got
They're
second
winning.
time.
So-
I
No,
stole.
They did.
All
They
right.
stole.
Yeah,
They
we
both
stole.
Oh,
stole.
yeah, you
They
did.
both
so they
stole.
get
Oh, you
skipped.
got 2-0.
Yeah, they get skipped.
Oh, you're 2-0.
Yeah, Brody goes next.
Yeah.
He's one.
They're setting us
So
up.
who had
over
a
there.
guest appearance as Dr. Mitchell in the TV series Friends?
Ooh.
George Clooney, Billy Crystal, Elliot Gould, or Jay Leno?
That's
Can I
Clooney.
steal?
Who had a guest
Can I
Who's
steal?
it
appearance?
for? Who's it for?
Clooney.
It was for
It's
me.
for yourself.
It was for me.
Are you doing it?
Now you want to steal
Yeah,
it?
Clooney.
Yep.
George Clooney?
Good
Yeah.
steal.
Nope, that's ER.
That,
Yep,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
No, it was a guest appearance.
I get skipped not to.
You do. So now go straight to him.
Yeah,
After
Now it
your
goes
mom.
Roman. Yeah,
After
not
me.
after Roman.
After me.
Roman stole.
Roman
He
stole.
stole.
Oh,
He stole
dang,
one of
he
mine.
too.
Miami Vice over there.
Oh,
He's Miami
dang,
Vice.
it goes all the way
Miami
back to
Vice.
us.
Science and nature.
Dang, it's
Mr.
my
Vice.
turn again?
My turn.
Let's rock.
Oh, is it?
We
Yeah,
call him
that's
Vice
right.
City.
That's right.
So we have a shift of.
We have a shift of categories.
Shift the
Oh,
categories.
okay.
Science and nature.
Oh,
this
it's about to get
guy.
interesting.
I love
Because
animals.
he stole
I love
really.
animals. I love.
I'll
But
go
he-
with let's
land.
go with art and literature.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Let's go with it.
What name is given to the Japanese practice of paper folding?
Oh, that's
Or-
easy.
Origami.
Origami, origami,
Whose is this?
or origami.
This is his.
Bro, these.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
I
I
thought
don't know
we
how
did
you
the last
spelled
one,
it.
I
What's
thought.
the which
No,
one
wait,
is?
I
There's
thought
different
it
ways
was
of like
Well, you
spelling.
spell it how you want to spell it.
I want to steal. I want to steal.
That's easy, dude. That's
He doesn't want that
origami.
one. He doesn't want that one.
Yeah, I got it
he
right.
Doesn't want that one.
I want that one.
Pass it up.
Pass
All
that
right,
one on.
so
So now
which art
It's the monster.
movement
Oh, okay.
claimed to be anti-art? Which art movement claimed to be anti-art?
Does that even make sense?
Cubism, Fauvism, Dada, or Art
Dada.
Nouveau?
Dada, you guys remember that
clothing
clothing
line?
line?
What?
I used to- I bought some
Nouveau,
Dadas.
that last
I wanted the Dada shoes
Hey,
forever.
next Friday,
Dada.
Dada got that dude got jumped with the Dada jersey.
Yeah.
on.
I
Remember
Ooh,
the Dada
you
shoes?
got
What
it
is the
right.
Dada?
Was it really?
It
Dada.
was the Don Dada.
Da-
Dada.
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 Oh man, shut up.
Still
Friday.
not-
wanted me some dada.
Oh.
That was
the end, the end,
Top
the end
notch's
of
turn.
the end of Friday
Now goes
after
to our
next.
guest.
Top
He
notch.
gets jumped.
When the
All
bum
right.
steals.
Oh,
All
this
right,
is-
Nach
they
just-
always
hey,
wanna
Nach
be
just
so
1 and
Dada.
1.
Everybody skipped.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So what was
Come on, Nach.
Picasso's first name?
Pick, and his last name
Ooh,
was
I know
Asshole.
this.
Citroen, Pedro,
Oh, can I steal it?
Pierre, or
Is it-
Pablo?
Can I steal it? Can I
You
steal it?
ask?
That's easy.
Oh, Pablo
That's
You
easy.
can ask?
Say him again.
That's easy.
That's
No,
easy.
just steal
Yeah.
it. Don't ask.
Citroen, Pedro, Pierre, or Pablo? What was Picasso's
I'm
first
going
name?
with Pablo.
Pablo
Hey,
Picasso, yep.
Yeah,
that's
Pablo
it.
Let's
Picasso.
go, Pablo.
2 and 1.
That's my
One.
that's my main
If
man,
anybody wants
Pablo.
to steal
Shout
this
out to
one, go ahead.
Pablo.
Shout out
Everybody
Big
knows him
Pop.
over there on
What is it?
51st. Everybody knows.
Something
All right.
50-50. True or false?
Which prime minister won a Nobel Prize for literature?
Oh, damn.
Winston Churchill.
Oh man.
We got Winston Churchill, Tony Blair, William Pitt, or Margaret Thatcher.
We're going Margaret.
Margaret?
It's either
We're gonna go
Margaret or
Margaret.
Winston.
Let's go with the underdog.
I was gonna say William.
No,
William?
I would say Winston Churchill.
Yeah, Winston, huh?
Yeah,
I'm on fire.
Yeah, that was
right now.
Winston.
You guys down 2? Who's down 2?
I'm down.
He's
too.
down
He's
2.
the only one right now.
Hey, let's
One
keep
and
that
one.
on the.
All right, so
Can we shout out the only one?
we'll
that's
go
down
Big
too?
Sean.
Big Sean, the
So-
bodyguard.
Rachel once painted
And
a
I
picture
will
of
always
what
love you.
major Bible figure giving the keys to St. Peter? David, John the Baptist,
Wow.
Goliath, or Jesus?
What's the question?
You're Goliath. You're Goliath.
Raphael
Let him talk.
Raphael once painted a picture of what major Bible figure giving keys to St. Peter? David, John the Baptist, Goliath, or Jesus?
7.
He said it. He
It
heard
was
it.
like Jesus.
4.
Jesus?
3.
That was John the
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
The main
It
man,
was
Jesus.
Jesus.
Everybody
My
Shout out
main
to
man.
Jesus.
Jesus. Shout out Jesus.
Shout out Jesus.
Go follow Jesus on
Jesus
Instagram.
Sadari. Follow him.
Follow him at the one.
All right, so
God's son.
So which of these artists was not born in Europe? Vincent van Gogh,
Van Gogh,
Jasper Johns,
Jasper,
My homie
Salvador
Jasper.
Dali,
Salvador.
or
Salvi, we call him
Leonardo
Salvi.
da Vinci?
Ooh, I think I know that one.
Whose turn is this?
It's mine.
I'm going with Leo.
Yeah,
I'll go
I
with Leo,
say
but
go
I'm
with
not
Leo
gonna-
I'm
too.
gonna go with
I'm not
Jasper.
gonna go with
I
the-
ain't stealing.
It
I
seems
went
like
with,
the
I went
simple
with
one.
Leo, but we'll see.
Jasper.
No, it was Jasper Jones.
Jasper.
I know a
So I'm
Jasper.
down two.
I don't know. That fool Jasper was a drunk.
All right, you ready?
Who's this for?
That fool was a wino.
You ready?
You guys
Ready?
didn't help
Come
me
on.
like
Used to
you
drink
guys didn't help
Boone's
me like you're
Farm.
helping him. That's all I'm saying.
So Eastern Oregon's correctional institution, now a jail, was an asylum. A book about an Oregon asylum is One Flew What?
Over the.
Over the eagle's nest, over the
Can I get a
vulture's
call?
nest, over the
Steal. I want the steal.
cuckoo's nest,
steal? Go
over
ahead.
the falcon's nest,
One flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Yup. Thank you very
over the
much.
cuckoo's nest.
Jack Nickel.
He's
Jack
know-
Nichol-
he's-
Jack
he knows
Nichols?
a couple
Yep,
of
that's
things.
correct.
Holla at your boy. I told
Jack
you, I'm on
Nichol's
fire right
son?
now.
Yes,
sir. Jack Nichol's son?
Yeah.
Do I get to call anybody?
No, only- Does he phone a friend?
Nobody pays their bill here, so we never know when our phones are on or off. So we got no lifelines.
We don't even know if this
I
is
was gonna ask you
broadcasting
for if I
right
could
now.
get the Wi-Fi password.
We might,
Ready?
Yeah, exactly. We might not have.
Which of
Let me get your
these-
Wi-Fi. Let me get the Wi-Fi.
Which of these is a type of fish? Dashnund, mountain cur, California halibut, or
The California
I like how he
halibut.
said halibut.
Halibut.
California
that's-
halibut.
California halibut.
It's
You're
a-
correct.
Give it to me in our native language, brother.
Halibut.
Give it 2 minutes native language.
DNA fingerprinting was first explained to the world by Alec Jeffries in which year?
Give it to me.
1965, 1975, 1995, or 1985?
What was the question?
DNA fingerprinting was first explained to the world by Alec Jeffries in which
Give me the
year?
years.
1965, 1975, 1995?
That's a 65. It sounds like a
Oh.
65
I was thinking
technology.
of 75.
Damn.
75.
You're wrong.
75
You're
plus
wrong,
75.
buddy.
Your buddy.
Buddy,
7-Eleven. I fell on my
buddy.
head.
Oh, it was 85.
1985.
Brother, you messed it on 1985, man.
I'm down one. I'm down one.
Oh,
Thank you. Come
7-Eleven?
again.
Shout out to that little guy that just came in here and read that.
That was amazing. That was
It's on
amazing.
Roman now.
This is gonna be so easy.
Roman,
Come on, man.
Mr. Smart Guy, we
Mr.
got
Smart
one for you here.
All right, Miami Vice.
What does Wi-Fi mean? Wireless friendly, wireless fidelity, wireless fraud, or wireless firewall?
Oh my god.
Wireless firewall.
Oh,
That's a
sounds
great guess.
official. Sounds legit.
It sounds
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
It's wireless fidelity.
Oh, we all learned
You
something
got
new
it
today.
wrong.
Everybody listening, you know you didn't know that.
You know you didn't know that.
know that.
Don't
I didn't
sit
know
there
that.
and say you knew that.
I wasn't.
You thought it
I
was
thought I
wireless
knew that.
firewall.
Only I
thought it
knew
was
that,
firewall.
I
guys.
didn't even know it was
Only I
Wi-Fi. I
did.
called it Wi-Fi this whole time.
Wi-Fi.
I'm not
I
lit.
just
All
wanted
right,
the
so ready?
password.
I love
Let's
it.
do it. Let's do it.
What is
Let
the
that little Indian
name?
guy go.
Oh, you want the?
You want
Come here real quick.
They want the
What
accent.
is the name of the light-sensitive layer lining back of the eye?
Back of the
The
eye.
iris, the retina, the cornea,
Oh, I know that one.
That was.
Oh, my lady would know this.
The
in a
retina.
heartbeat,
The
dude.
ret-
This
Huh?
is like
The
that.
retina.
Yeah.
the retina.
That's a good one.
Retina.
That's it.
Yeah,
Retina.
Babe, what is
The
it? I know
retina.
you know.
It was the retina.
Shout
Text
out to
me.
the girlfriend.
was the
I've been
retina.
texting to my daughter before.
Love you, Ashley.
No time. It was the
Ashley
retina.
Morales took her the
Was
whole
it?
show to tell her.
All right. In order to be a girl,
Whoa.
what
He knows
pair,
this one.
what pair of chromosomes should a baby have?
YZ.
XY, WZ, XX, or YY?
Today, just check a box.
In order to be a girl, what pair of chromosomes should a baby
It's
have?
not me. I got the skip. Remember, I
King
stole
J.
one.
No.
X,
Hey,
X,
hey,
Y,
no, listen.
WZ,
XYZ.
Call a lifeline in.
XYZ.
Hey, my man said check the box. It's 2018. You check
What
the
was
box.
it, Brody?
X, Y, WZ,
six,
X,
seven
seven.
boxes.
Okay, hold on.
Four,
Let's. I didn't. What
3, 2.
XY, just say
XY.
He's going XY.
You were
No,
wrong.
Y,
X,
XX?
What does that mean?
XX. I thought it was
What does
Y.
that mean right
It
now?
means
Not
like
sure.
the dominance of
In
head.
order
No,
to
what
be
does
a
that
girl.
mean that I missed 3? You guys were telling
Oh,
me.
you're out.
You're
Oh,
out.
you're out.
Yeah, then you're right.
What kind
Hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road.
So now we got the
Alright,
other.
so
We got
we
the
gotta
other
get-
guess.
Now we're down
Alright, so
one.
Big Sean.
Big Sean's up.
Orange juice is a good source of which vitamin? Vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin A.
Vitamin
D.
No, it's
Vitamin C, brother.
Z.
Oh, he missed it.
That's
It's
two
out.
from.
Vitamin
That's
C.
Sonny D.
That's why.
I didn't even know.
Sonny D tricked him.
That's 1%
Yeah,
juice.
it's kind of weird.
Alright,
It's
so
D now.
Hey, you're right in
Two.
my heart.
He's
Don't
down
beat me
2
up.
now.
So
Brody's up next.
which of these planets is the closest to the sun?
Ooh.
Jupiter, Neptune,
Jupes.
Uranus,
Naps.
or Mercury?
Anus, Mercury. Naps, jukes.
No?
That's
Anus.
I'm gonna go with Merc.
I think Jupiter.
Yeah, Mercury.
Mercury.
Merc. So you got it wrong or
You
right?
got Merc?
Correct.
got right.
We got it right? I thought you got Merc.
How many
I don't
you
like
down?
that combo over there.
How
You
many
got
you
one.
down,
Because
brother?
they're like he's
They're
reading the answers
together.
together. I don't know.
Now that I'm out, I'm
Nah,
gonna
it
be
doesn't,
on.
it doesn't tell you
I'm
the
on
answer.
side.
Let me go for history.
History.
Oh,
So
history,
we're changing
okay.
subjects. We're
Like
going
they
to
got the
history.
answers underneath the table.
Now that he's out.
We're doing magia.
Yeah.
Hey, the guest won last
All right,
week.
ready?
They
not
must have stole
they're not
the
winning
answers.
this
What apparently never set on the British Empire? The Times, the Mirror, the Daily Mail, or the
Wow.
Sun?
The sun.
Yep, correct.
Let's go. Down 0.
Give it to me,
Yeah.
Brody.
Really?
He
Yeah,
missed
for
one?
real?
He hasn't missed one.
Hasn't
Is it
missed
3-0?
one.
Are you 3-0?
one.
Is that 3-0?
I've only missed one.
This guy's down
3-0.
Brody, give it to
How
me.
long did the Apollo
the first
11
time.
mission last?
100 million.
195 hours and 18 minutes, 95 hours and 18 minutes, 295 hours and 18 minutes, 495 hours and 18 minutes.
Dang, I'm gonna go with the 400 and some. It sounds like a long
495?
mission.
I was going to go
Hey.
95.
No, you're
try
wrong.
95.
How much was it?
Try
I'm down
95.
2. I'm down 2.
You're down 2.
Damn it, I
Okay.
should have
About
watched
to be with
that.
me?
That
I
was the
should have
first
watched
one.
that damn.
It was
fuck-
198
that
hours.
damn,
It was A?
Yeah,
I
that.
should've- You should have been paying
Yeah.
attention in school.
or watch
That's
that
what
Tom
it
Hanks
was.
showed that
movie.
movie.
I
Are
guess.
you out, Dolo, or are you still in?
I'm
No,
down
he's
2, bro.
down two.
Stop trying to kick me out. That's
Him and
it.
Sean are
sorry.
down
Hey, come
2.
join over here with me. Have a
I'm
seat.
down 1. Down
We'll
1,
go
right?
fishing together.
Yeah,
Holmes.
Only down,
Down
1.
one, yeah.
So who's next?
Roman's only down 1 too, I think.
Historically, where could one have found warlords called shoguns?
Japan.
Russia, France,
Japan.
China, or Japan?
Dang, Samurai, he was all over it.
He was
Yeah.
all over it.
Samurai. Roman. Japanese.
Cut his head off.
Bushido, I got Bruce Lee poster on my wall.
I got the Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Don't touch my katana.
Vegas.
Bruce Lee, my hero. Nunchucks.
He taught me everything.
Wax on, wax off.
All right, so
He just
That's
makes Bruce
Bruce
Lee
Lee
and
talk
Miyagi.
so
He
much.
makes Bruce Lee and
Lee.
Miyagi right now.
I
Who's
never
next?
wax on. I always
Also-
wax off.
So which country was not a Portuguese colony? Mozambique, Brazil, Angola, or Colombia?
Mazapic. No, Angola.
Mazapan.
Hey, he
Angola.
said that
I was going
good.
to say
Masapi.
Colombia.
No, it was
I was
Colombia.
going to say Colombia.
Ah.
Yeah.
So was you?
Oh, you know
Oh,
Colombia.
that's
I knew that because I had a Colombian
You know-
friend. So.
Yeah,
He
you
had a
did?
Colombian
Yeah,
friend
I
before. He told
Yeah,
him
I
about
bet
that.
he did.
All
so
right,
I knew
so-
that.
There you go.
I
That's
bet he
right.
was a cool guy, that
So
guy.
between 1807 and 1821,
Mhm, I
the
remember
capital of the United Kingdom of Portugal, Brazil, and the Algarves was found in which
Algarves.
city? Madrid, London, Rio
Come
de
on, dog.
Janeiro, or
Believe me.
Goa?
Oh, I don't even.
I believe in you, top
We're going to
notch.
go with Madrid.
Madrid sounds good.
I was going to go with the
Sounds
third
about
one.
right.
The
No,
third one.
Rio de Janeiro.
yeah,
Rio
me-
de Janeiro.
Oh, you know Brazil. You should know better than that.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Come
on, man.
Come
You
on,
know-
man.
Hey,
Fine.
come
Down
on,
2
man.
now, too.
Come on, man. You know,
Pootie
uh,
tank.
You know,
Hey,
I
you
just
too.
don't know that, man.
you,
You
you
don't
know
know
big,
anything,
you know
man.
big English
Boricua.
here.
You don't know nothing, man.
You should
Come
know
on, man.
anything.
All right,
Alright,
Big
so
Sean. Big
who's
Sean.
Big
You out?
Sean?
Big
Is
Sean's
he
only
about to be out
down
right
one.
now? Yeah, he,
Big
Oh,
Sean.
isn't it your turn?
no, he's
he's
out.
out.
Oh, he's out.
Hey, why
Okay.
did you gotta bring
You
this
gotta
up?
bring that up
Yeah.
again.
Guaman-
That seemed
Why you
like
gotta bring
Yeah.
that stuff up?
Guaman
man?
Nkrumah University.
Oh, wait,
is
is he
in
out? Is this
Ghana.
Brody?
Let
Hold
Brody-
Why are you talking
Hold on,
so
we don't got
loud?
enough time here. Let's hit the
Let's
next
hit the
one.
next question. Let's probably
let's get the.
Hey, how
next
many are you
question.
down?
Two.
Oh.
All right,
No.
so
I have enough time.
what is the name of this monument?
So he's showing a picture of a monument.
It looks like a bunch of mountains.
It's a bunch
like,
of rocks
It's a big
and
mountain.
in
kind
the
of
sky.
somewhere where you can see Jesus probably walking
Probably
up that
Jesus
mountain.
I'm gonna go with
walking
this.
up
That's
there.
probably where you go when you die.
The match is
Jesus
the third
of
one.
Nazareth.
My guess
Machu
is
Picchu?
Israel.
Yeah.
He's going with Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
I was gonna say
I like how you say
second
Machu
one.
Picchu.
You got it right.
Picchu. He
You
was
got it
correct.
right.
He
Staying
stays in the
strong.
game.
Big
That's
shout
why-
out.
Hey,
Knows
that's why he
about
said
Machu.
it's security.
We gave
That's
him
why
the
he said
big
it's security.
headphones.
They call him Machu. They call him Macho. Macho Picchu.
And y'all need any head security purposes, holla at Big Sean. You know what I'm
Machu
saying?
Picchu.
Macho
Pikachu.
Picchu.
We
So
got
we
a
got
new
a
category.
New category.
New
Bloody.
category.
I'm gonna go with let's go with history.
Geography.
Let's
right?
go with
No, we went with history.
Oh, let's go with geography.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Which country is this flag from?
He's showing a flag. It's like,
Bosnia and
anybody want to steal? Anybody want to steal?
Slovenia.
I don't.
What
Guinea-
colors is it?
Bissau.
What colors are they?
White,
Kinda
blue, and
like-
red.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, I
Whose turn is it?
Slovenia.
It's mine.
I can't. Nobody can steal.
Go,
I think.
Brody. Nobody wants
Go
to
for
steal.
it. Go
Yeah,
for
he
it.
can
I'm
still
out.
steal.
I'm not stealing it.
Have you stole?
I'm not stealing it.
This is this is like a Bosnian flag, bro.
I thought this guy was my friend. You
No, I'm wrong.
Friendly.
Knock the
Try
lung
that
out.
third
Guinea.
How can you steal
Guinea?
when you're out?
My
Surprised
chest.
it
was
was
the
the second
Slovenia.
one. My chest
Hey,
cleared
just
after
I'm
he hit
out.
you.
Brody's
I'm outta here.
out. Womp, womp, womp.
Let's go.
Brody. Are you out? Who's out?
I'm out.
That's
You're
it.
out.
So ready?
Yeah.
Toes
Which
up.
of
This
these
guy to miss, right?
French
I'm out.
cities is
We need this guy
famous
to
for
miss.
their mustard?
Ooh.
Marseille, Clermont-Ferrand,
Marcelli.
Dijon, or Lyon?
Can I steal? Can I steal?
Marcelli?
Throw you
Oh, I
off.
can't steal. Damn, I already stole.
Marcelli?
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
Dejan.
You only give
Dejan.
it
Going
to
Marcelli.
No, it's Dijon.
Dejan, that's like a giveaway.
Boom.
bro.
Down
Missed
one.
it. Let's go.
Down one.
You never had a hot dog yesterday?
I mean, I don't look at the mustard. I just
Grey
feel a little bit of
Poupon.
it.
He was ready about that.
I'm
Grey
ready.
Poupon.
Let's go.
Traditional Japanese robes are called what?
Sushi.
Kimono,
He answered already.
wasabi, sake,
Why does he
or
get all the Japan
tamagotchi?
questions?
Kimono.
Look at him.
Seems
Kimono?
like he might have
Kimono.
been there.
Term's kimono.
It's a kimono.
A
You got it.
Kimono dragon.
Kimono dragon.
So
And
who's
right
next?
along too. Kevin Hart's wearing one. I
He's down
remember.
two. Tolo's down two. It's Roman's next. Let's go. He's down one.
Hey,
He's
why,
down two now?
why is he answering for you too? I thought I heard him all over that one.
What's going on with this?
It
But
sound
no,
like he
no,
There's some
answered that one.
controversy. Hold
But
on.
okay,
there's
Now
some
we got.
controversy.
Let-
see,
let-
now,
we'll
see,
talk
this
about
is what
that
I'm
later,
saying. Look
guys.
like two teams of two up there. I'm just
According
saying,
to
I
the
don't know.
2015
no,
Global
no,
Peace
no.
Index, what is the safest country in the world?
Ooh.
Ooh, come on.
Angola, Australia, Colombia, or Iceland?
That's easy.
Iceland.
Yeah, that's what I would guess.
Is that your final answer?
Iceland?
Sounds
Iceland. He sounds confident.
Oh, he was right.
You're right.
Iceland.
You're
Yeah,
right.
Iceland.
Iceland.
It's the safest. Yeah.
Safest place in the world?
Safest place
Right,
in the
so-
world.
That's probably one of
safest
the.
place?
It was
That's
probably.
the greenest place.
I
You know
thought
that,
so.
right?
It is.
That's probably also.
It is.
Mr.
I thought it was
Sean.
gonna be Canada.
It was probably also one
Canada.
of
Does
the most
anybody else think
populated
Canada
countries.
sounds like a.
No, I didn't think Canada.
Because they don't have a lot of crime.
Canada
They don't even have
sounds
their
like-
death toll
The
is like
dangers in
low.
Australia, though, by their animals, that's the big danger.
That's
Odie?
why I knew
mean,
it wasn't
Alto?
Australia.
Alto. Give it
They
to
say
Alto.
that's like one of the most dangerous.
What
places.
supercontinent split into Gondwana and Larcia around 200 million years ago? Nena,
You guys know that. Come on.
Pangaea, Panotia,
Panosia.
or Ravinia?
Hey.
That one split. That one split too.
I got 100 on Panosia.
Nah, that's Pangea.
That's
Pangea?
what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah,
Pangea.
Pangea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pangea.
Pangea.
I would have went with
Dang, he said that with
Panosia.
like
Pangea?
knowledge. It's
Pangea.
Pangea.
It's Pangea.
What's your favorite time
It is
ever?
Do it. Let's
Panosia.
do it. Top notch question.
So who's next?
Right here. Let's go.
It's down two. Staying alive.
Denpasar is the principal city of which Indonesian island?
Del Pazar.
Tanimbar,
Dandy
Java,
Bar,
Bali,
Danny
Java,
or Kalimantan?
Kalimantan.
Oh, I like that last one.
He said, I
Kalimantan.
like that last one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with
Kalimari.
Kalimantan.
La
I was thinking
Calimari.
the second one.
No, it was Bali.
Ah,
Bali.
Bali.
Wow.
There you go.
That's it.
Like
That's
Bali,
Bali.
but Bali.
Out.
Another one exited.
Yeah.
Another one bites the dust.
Hey,
Big
Sean.
standing. Big
That
Sean
means-
still
that
standing.
means the guess. We got one left. Come
Where
on,
is
Big
the
Sean.
tallest building
8
in the
minutes.
world?
Come on.
Dubai, China, Morocco, or London?
London.
Dubai.
London.
Dubai.
Man, I want to
Should be
say
Dubai.
He wants to
You're
say
correct.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You are
I'm gonna say Dubai.
correct.
Someone's
Dubai's
next.
got to.
It's gotta be. They're rich as
Big
hell.
Sean's keeping
All
Homegrown
right,
alive.
so
in
what
this
category
game.
would you
Got
like
to.
to go now?
There you go,
They got crazy money.
If
over
they
there.
could afford Miley Cyrus as a hooker,
What
they
is
could
it?
afford They could afford anything else in the world.
So it's the name of a planet.
And
he's
they can
guessing.
make big buildings.
He's wrong.
So I think he was
wrong.
Saturn.
Hey,
He
he's
picked
down
New-
two.
No, it was Jupiter. It was Jupiter.
You're out.
Yeah.
It's Jupiter.
So
you're
All
out.
tied
You're
up.
out.
No,
No, he's
I
He's
got
got
two.
two. He's got
You're down two.
Come
We're all
on,
tied
why-
up.
Down two.
We're all tied up.
No.
Give it to me, Brody.
Why are you trying to kick me?
Where does
Because I love you.
so
It's time to go to the fight.
where does linseed oil come from?
What does what oil come from?
Linseed oil come from?
I don't know.
Gearbox, flax, service station, or oil well?
Oh no! Come on! Come on!
Come on. Oil station.
Oh, come on!
What is it?
Come on, guy! Come on! What is this over here? Come on!
Hey, don't be hating.
They're conspirating
All right,
against us,
so
bro.
over here,
They're conspiring.
Lover Boys.
Lover boys. Lover boys.
Which vehicle maker has marketed models called Diamante L300,
We just
Chariot,
too.
Are they whispering?
Delica, and
They are.
Lancer?
They are.
The Dodge, the Nissans, the Mitsubishi, or Honda?
That was a good whisper.
Repeat the question, please.
Which vehicle maker has marketed models called Diamante L300, the Chariot, the Delica, and the Lancer?
Oh, we did someone else.
Dodge, Nissan, Mitsubishi, or Honda?
I can't steal. I'm out.
What is it?
I want to go with Mitsubishi.
It's a Mitsubishi.
Yes, you're right.
That's the answer.
I told you the other one.
Talk
Dude.
about
We had that one on another.
Philip, you're really smart.
Ready for this
Vámonos,
good one
vámonos.
right here?
I knew that one.
Do it.
Where in your body would you find the rods and cones? The ears, lungs, fingers, or eyes?
Eyes.
I like it still.
I like it.
This is intense.
Yeah, correct.
This is getting a good game.
Yeah.
No. Sean.
Big
Sean
Sean.
is the only one for home
Hold
security.
it down. Security.
That's why he's security.
They gave me all the hard ones. You guys heard it.
All right, so here we go. Which of these is a microscopic organism that contains only one cell?
Ooh.
Spawn, amphibian, amoeba, or cellite?
Amoeba.
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 Give it to him.
You are
Yeah.
correct.
No. We didn't bring him for
Amoeba.
nothing.
He's here to serve and
Well, he is
protect.
the looker, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Integrity.
He's got those integrity blue eyes. Though.
You guys noticed, huh?
ahead.
You
Go
guys
ahead.
noticed, huh?
All right,
I'm
so
telling you.
Jamal.
Oh, you're out?
Not
King-
only did I
King
know this,
J?
but my wife
Yeah,
just
I'm
sent
out.
him a DM.
What was the
It's
highest
going
ever
down.
recorded temperature in the Libyan desert?
Ooh.
236 degrees Fahrenheit, 156 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Fahrenheit,
He's out.
or 136 degrees Fahrenheit.
Goodbye, my love.
He's done.
What's
He's
the
done.
dream?
It can only
What was
last
the
so
highest
long.
ever recorded temperature in the Libyan desert?
Come
In
on.
the
200 and-
Libyan?
You've been to Libya.
I'm sorry.
I can't even say it. Libya.
He's done.
I didn't even get a chance to guess.
Done.
You're done, buddy.
You're done, buddy. You should have guessed.
Nobody told me the time.
Come join me and have a drink.
Dola's next.
Oh, your
Dola's
cup looks
next.
low.
It's just hanging on. too.
Ready?
I'm just hanging on by a dingleberry.
So what kind of
I
force
hate those.
do brake pads use to slow down
That's
a
a
bike?
big one.
I'm the
friction,
dingleberry right now.
Air pressure, suction, or gravity?
You didn't
What was
listen.
the question?
You didn't even Dingleberry, listen.
What kind of force do brake pads use to slow down a bike? Friction, air pressure, suction, or gravity?
Ooh, give me the choices.
Call somebody.
Friction, air pressure, suction, or
Friction.
gravity?
That's friction, dog.
You know about friction.
That's correct.
You know about friction.
That
You wanna
friction,
just break the silence.
that friction all in your ear.
Yeah. I knew this guy knew about friction when I walked in.
Good, boy. That was good.
All right, so
Comedy.
we got a new category change.
Oh,
Ooh,
we get to
let's
take
go.
the category.
Let's go.
Tolo, go whisper in his ear. What is he gonna pick?
Categories left.
Geography, entertainment,
He spit
history,
in there.
art and
Anything.
literature, science and nature, or sports.
Let's go with.
Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that.
So we're going with geography. Name this country.
those answers full.
It's a little green dot in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, what is this country?
No, it's not his. Yeah.
Whose turn is it? All right, so there's a map with the country. What are your options? You got Georgia, Jamaica, Solomon Islands, Bonilla, and
Definitely going with
something.
Georgia.
Go with Georgia, bro.
Definitely go with Georgia, bro.
Georgia.
Anywhere, Georgia.
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 Shout out to Georgia Bulldogs that beat Georgia Tech today.
That's the jam.
Bush.
Georgia.
Wrong. He was wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. It was Jamaica.
You're out of here.
I knew it was
Jamaica.
I tried to tell you to say Jamaica.
It was Jamaica.
It's right near the beach, man.
Come on, dude. You going to cruise?
It's right near the beach, boy.
So that was third?
The beach boy.
Yeah, he was out.
So
Who's left?
Who's left?
Myself and Sean.
3
Big
left.
Sean.
All right, so
There we go.
We got a threesome. We got a threesome.
We got a threesome.
So which of
it's not the one you want
ready?
to see, but
It's not a pretty one.
which of these
I wish I could steal
places
this.
is furthest from Chicago, Illinois,
I wish I could
USA?
steal this.
We all know
Don't
who's
go back
the
to your
top.
old ways,
Rio
bro.
de Janeiro, USA, Montreal,
steal
Canada,
this.
No,
Mexico City, Mexico, or San Francisco,
They already got me with the
California,
rest.
Mexico
USA?
City.
Yeah,
Mexico
that's what I was
City.
They already got me
Mexico.
with the USA.
Just go with the Mexican, bro.
Nope, you're wrong.
Oh.
Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Whoa.
Okay, Big
Is
Sean.
that me and Big Sean?
Just you and Big
Yeah.
Sean. Come on, bring it home,
Yeah.
security.
Wow, that sucks.
So
Good
sorry,
thing that was empty, or your computer
so
would
sorry,
have
King J. Your Chicago roots aren't just
All right.
not
Let's
all
do
there.
this.
Little off.
It's not all
Sudden
there.
death.
Alright, let's do this.
A little
Sean.
sudden,
B.I.G. Sean.
sudden death.
In
Big
which
Sean.
U.S. city is National Air and Space Museum? Miami, New York, Albuquerque, or Washington? In which U.S. city is the National
Cover his
Air
face.
and
I don't
Space
like
Museum?
Washington.
Washington?
Miami.
Albuquerque.
Yeah,
You're right.
It was Washington.
Yeah. There
If I
you
get it
go.
wrong, you win.
Yeah.
Wrong, you win.
Sean.
They did a handshake.
Big Sean.
He's about to get a raise.
The Valdez
I lived there.
Peninsula is the
Peninsula.
lowest point of which continent?
DeLorean?
The Valdez Peninsula is the lowest point on
I'm gonna
which
guess.
continent?
I'm gonna guess. my best
Antarctic,
guess.
South
That's-
America,
you look like you're gonna
Europe,
guess good.
or Australia?
South America.
That's a
South-
solid guess.
South and South.
That's a
Yeah.
solid
You're right.
guess.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
I put
Okay,
South
okay.
and South together.
Overtime.
Overtime.
Overtime. Double overtime.
Where,
Overtime right
where is Jamaica located?
Really?
The Caribbean Sea, Gulf of Alaska, Pacific Ocean, or Arctic Ocean?
The
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Where is Jamaica located?
Yeah, we
The
gotta go
Caribbean.
with it. Let's go. Come on, Caribbean. The
Caribbean.
Yeah.
Correcto,
Caribbean.
correcto.
Caribbean.
Security. He's going a
All right,
dollar.
ready?
Every
Give it
answer
to
He's
me.
really
a dollar.
earning. He's really earning his airtime right now.
You ready?
Give it to me, Brody.
How many lakes are there in Finland?
I think I know that
Is
one.
the million
58.
lakes?
887, 888, 87,888, 8,888, or 187,888.
Repeat that for him.
Give me the
Run that again.
the ABCD. Give me the ABCD.
887,880. 87,000.
880.
87 or 80 or 87,
Pick one.
87.
87,087.
Pick one.
Triples, singles, doubles.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
quadruples.
I don't know. I picked
You're wrong. It was the last
Let's go,
one.
Big Sean.
Let's go.
Big Sean
Homegrown,
is the
baby.
winner. Homegrown
is the winner.
We
Homegrown.
got a winner right
Yes.
here.
you.
We got our winner.
All right, dude. We're about to sign off. Tell me where we can find you guys.
Homegrown at Homegrown. It's Homegrown AZ, man. You can find us. Check us out. We're gonna be on the award show this weekend, or the 22nd. I'm sorry. Instagram. So check us
Give
all
your
out, man.
shout outs.
Shout out to everybody, man. Nina Rose, E Sauce,
Anthony
ladies,
Maya
the
08.
kids, Anthony Maya 08. Don't forget to text, man. We're about to call out whoever won the $100 free
Yep.
gifts. And
Everybody,
the
all
VIP.
of our family, everybody who tuned in and listened,
Big
downloaded
Sean
the
for
apps to
winning
the
it.
podcast,
Shout
subscribe
out to
the
Roach,
YouTube,
the
everything.
radio, everybody, man.
Top
I
Notch 6
appreciate
on
it.
Instagram.
Yeah.
This is the Roach Kid Podcast. Thank you guys. South Phoenix 102.9 FM.
Thank y'all, man.
This is Roach Kid Radio.
Peace.
South Phoenix Radio. This is The Sampler, and I'm your host, DJ Storyboard. Today on The Sampler, I have a very special guest. Rainey, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Rainey.
Great. Fantastic introductions. Sometimes the simplest is the sweetest. So, what's the topic of music that's on your mind? What are we going to be listening to today? What are we getting an earful of?
The genre is dark synthwave.
Very appealing. All right. What sort of flavors do we hear in this genre? And what are we going to start listening to? What's our first song?
So, dark synthwave is primarily 1980s influenced electronic music. Today, our first song is going to be Perturbator's Theme by Perturbator.
Awesome. Sounds good to me. So, what era is this from?
Sure, this is actually modern music. It's based off 1980s themes.
But it's from more or less today.
It is, yes, this same decade.
All right. Sounds good. Perturbator's Theme. Here it goes. Awesome. What a beautiful sound. So, Perturbator's theme by Perturbator. So, I picked up on some, like, it's very synth driven, of course, right? It doesn't sound like there are any live instruments to speak of. It's all, and this is all digital synthesized, right? Because it's today.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what does it take influence from? What's the kind of history of this sound?
Sure. So, synthwave, also known as Outrun, from the 1986 driving arcade game Outrun, is known for it's inspired by the aesthetics and musical tropes of 1980s horror, sci-fi, and action movies, especially of the cyberpunk genre.
Cool. So, what would be some examples of like Blade Runner comes to mind immediately for me in terms of that sound, or like Aliens? Are there any movies from today that have this sound going on?
There are, yes. Probably the first major movie to feature a synthwave soundtrack was Drive in 2011, with music by the Chromatics and Kavinsky, French house artists.
Sweet. So it kind of came out of the French house movement, is what you were telling me off air.
It did.
Is it continued to be mostly French, or is there now an American contingent, or British? Is there disbursement?
Synthwave is still primarily a French phenomenon, but it is moving worldwide. I know featured today we have artists from Tennessee, also Miami, Florida, and Dallas, Texas.
Woo! Longtime listeners of The Sampler know that Tennessee is DJ Storyboard's home stomping ground, so that is awesome to hear. Texas, getting out a little bit closer to here. Sweet, sweet. Hopefully there's some synthwave performers who are just playing around on their computers in their rooms, little Phoenix-based, not on the radio bands. So it's the kind of music that pretty much anyone can make, but it has a very distinctive sound, and it has that 1980s sound to it. So how long has synthwave itself been around as we know it?
Synthwave as we know it has only really been around since the mid-aughts, and it's really grown in popularity in the last decade or so. Before then, it was not very well known, but as 80s nostalgia has become more popular, synthwave with it has also become more popular.
Right on, right on. So nostalgia, seems like it's a nostalgia-driven musical sound. Do you think that affects its development in any way? How does that feel to you?
So, I think it might affect its development. I mean, obviously, synthwave is going to be fairly faithful to the 1980s music it was inspired by. However, in creating the playlist for today, I did notice that there was a lot of variation, and especially as more artists are starting to release more music, the genre is starting to grow into kind of its own thing.
Right on, right on. Well, I can't wait to hear some of the future sounds of this, but in the meantime, let's listen to what we've got so far. So, what's coming up for us? What's our next song?
Our next song is Implant by Makeup and Vanity Set.